All right, detractors, you know what time it is. We all already know what happened last night. So big ups, everybody. Glad you're here hanging out. I don't know what else to do other than to just get into it and review the absolute insanity that was the crash out on the night stream, where we saw no gameplay, nothing but talking about the chat freezing. We have a couple of videos from Snort Hogan, one that just kind of recaps the crash out because we're not going to watch the whole thing. Then his sad, pathetic video that he put out. Then we're going to watch the Daily Fap. And by that time, he'll probably be live. We'll go check in with Raw Phil. Until then, let's just do it. So if you remember, this happened several times during the day stream, which was, what was it, Dark Souls, whatever the hell that was? Yeah. So this happened several times to the point of absolute frustration. I even hung around for a little bit longer and streamed yesterday during the daytime stream because this just continued to happen, and he was making new streams it over and over and over again. So yeah, this shit is crazy.
It did. So here's the deal. I'm going to turn off the music, everybody. Here's what I need everyone to do. Everyone who's in the YouTube chat right now, this Bucketeer guy just froze the chat, okay? But here's the thing. Whenever these people troll me, they can't help themselves. They literally can't control themselves whatsoever. And what I mean by that is they will always actively be their own downfall because they can't stop talking. They can't stop yapping. They can't stop giving information out because ultimately the reason that they're trolling is to get attention and to try to get some kind of rise or notoriety out of what they're doing. Bucketeer is literally in the detractor chat right now talking, and I've seen everything.
That doesn't mean they did it, though. In all fairness, I could go over to Raw Phil and say I did it. That doesn't mean I did it. Casey, big ups. Thank you for the $20 super chat. I appreciate you. He banned a lot of people, but those weren't. But a lot of those were the ones that support him. Oh, we're like I say, we're gonna get into all this. Yeah, he does go on a banning spree, and he thinks he's got it all sorted out. And
That he said.
Here's the thing. A lot of times when bad shit happens to this dude, a lot of people take credit for it. Shout out a lot of people, by the way. Like, you know, all this stuff about, remember when last year when the 2 Switch 2s got canceled? Like 3 different people fucking took credit for that. Who did it? I still have no idea. And for all we know, not YouTube, Jesus Christ. For all we know, Walmart could have fucking canceled that shit. Like, I don't know. I don't particularly care either, but a lot of people take credit sometimes when bad shit happens to this dude. So, like, how do we know?
And I know exactly how he's shutting down my chat.
No, you don't. You have no idea. And it's clear, and we're going to learn how clear it is throughout the next half hour of this clip.
So,
oh, do you guys want these clips on 1.5? Because we can do the clips on 1.5 too. So you guys let me know. If I see some 1.5s in the chat, we'll speed it up.
we're going to try a little experiment, okay? Here's what we're going to do. Everyone who's jumping on the stream right now, we're going to do DSP
Hey, we got a lot of people. Big ups.
tries it live with the chat. Are you ready? I have just removed slow mode from my chat. Here's what I need all of you to do, and this is not an exaggeration. Everyone who is watching my stream live right now, okay? And you notice the chat is frozen because Bucketeer used this exploit to freeze my YouTube chat. We have 80 people on stream right now, and the more people that join, I'm going to ask you to do this. I need you to spam the chat right now with a bunch of characters and just keep going. Even if it means copy pasting, all you got to do is just go message, 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 message. You have to hit the chat with an incredible amount of messages. Because Bucketeer idiotically just said in the detractor chat that he tried using this same chat freeze exploit on big YouTubers. And it works. But what happens is because they have thousands of viewers, the viewers keep chatting, oh, it's not working. And the actual influx of messages actually starts the system. It's like a clogged pipe. And all of a sudden.
Can we spam the chat with Boo? My chat or his chat? I mean, yes, either way. Yes, you can. You can boo. You can give him the Patrick thumbs down if you're a member. Yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you want in here. Just don't be mean to me and don't be mean to anybody else, or I'll have to get you out of here.
There's so much shit that's clogged behind the pipe, the pressure just boom, and it just comes out and unclogs the pipe, you see? So that's what I need you guys to do. We only have 100 viewers, so it might be really hard to get it to actually work, but it might work. Because if you're in a YouTuber's chat and they have thousands of viewers and they froze, and then for like a minute everyone typed panic, oh, the chat's frozen, the chat's frozen, then it might actually unfreeze. But the thing is, I just removed slow mode, so now you guys can literally type as many messages as fast as you possibly can, as much as you want, and spam the chat endlessly. And if we get enough messages in the chat, it might actually unclog the pipeline and clear it, if that makes sense. Okay? So if you could do that, if you're on the stream right now and you're like, ooh, I'm here for Resident Evil, oh, the chat's already frozen. If everyone just spams the chat nonstop.
I don't know that that's how any of this works. It goes on for like 2 hours and 45 was the last, because I saw you stream and then I came over here. We're not going to watch the whole clip from last night. This is Snort Hogan's clip. This is 33 minutes. It just kind of like encapsulates the whole thing. I'm not, like I said, this is funny. Like the crash out was funny, obviously, but it's just not really super interesting. So I obviously like have to cover it because it's funny as fuck. This is the best gold dust we've gotten in a long time. So like, yeah, I'm going to enjoy the gold dust, but it's kind of mid.
With a million characters, like I can now just do a bunch of single H's. And if we all hit it with hundreds of messages within a minute, the chat might actually unfreeze. It might not. And if it doesn't, that's okay. But always these people, they just can't help themselves. They have to blab. They can't keep their fucking mouth shut because the reason that they're actually doing this is because they want attention. So it's the only reason that they'd ever do it is to go brag in a detractor chat or to try to get someone to watch what they're doing. Do you understand? So maybe we can unclog the chat. Maybe we can't. I'll talk with you guys for 5-10 minutes here. I need to keep asking you guys to do it. I'm serious. Don't stop. Like literally just keep typing, you know, single or double characters and hitting return, just going hit. And if we unclog the chat, great. And if we don't, we don't. But
also, surely something that he did last night during this whole debacle, surely some of this was either close to or an absolute TOS break. Unless I'm just like purely retarded, which is a good possibility. But I don't know. A lot of this just seemed, you know, threatening people, especially going after Raw Phil. Our Raw Phil, like, I don't know if you want to come into the Snortex and fuck with Raw Phil. I literally just about don't know a more beloved detractor who will piss all of us off if you go after than Raw Phil. Like, fucking seriously.
at least we're trying something. I've already tried to contact YouTube via...
Also, why would Raw Phil do this? Like, I don't know, it's just fucking stupid.
Twitter X. They blew me off with the first attempt. So then I explained to them, no, it's more serious than what you think it is. We did it! We did it! We unclogged it! Chat is unclogged! No fucking way we did it! We fucking did it!
So then why is this an issue anymore? Like...
Fuck you, Bucketeer, you stupid live dick.
Raw Phil owns DSPN. Yes, he does.
Piece of shit.
And it's very, very funny.
Because you're such a fucking moron. You exposed the way to stop the chat freeze. Fuck you, bitch. Ha 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 ha. You stupid fucking bitch. You're so dumb. You're so impossibly dumb. You fucked yourself. So now every time the chat freezes, everyone, just spam it. Just spam it.
Then why is this an issue anymore, and why do we continue to care? If you can just unplug it and plug it back in again, then why do we continue to do this?
That's, for now, the temporary way to fix it. And it sucks because he's probably going to try to keep doing it over and over, but now I know his name. Someone right now send me Bucketeer's YouTube account.
Oh, a bunch of people did report him? Good. I wish I was streaming. Here's the thing. I thought he was going to do the card game last night. So I also thought he was going to do the card game, the TCG, whatever card game sim tonight. I was going to stream tonight, but now tonight is supposedly Resident Evil. But damn, I wish it would have been trading card game instead of Resident Evil last night, and I could have been here live for it. But I mean, it was just gross. Like funny, like sure, funny to see the crash out, but the way that he was like talking to people and treating people, I don't know, it's just very gross, very rude.
And it's him and 2 of his fucking friends, and we're gonna ban all of them to make sure they can no longer ever chat, and that's the end of it. But as you can see, if we all spam the chat like we just did, we can actually unfreeze it ourselves, just by spamming, okay?
I still don't know if that's a thing that can happen. I still don't know if you even know what the problem is. I still don't even know if this person who is sure claiming responsibility is responsible. It just kind of sounds like you don't know anything about anything, really.
There you go. So let's go, keep spamming, let's unfreeze it again.
And kind of sounds like maybe you just don't know what you're talking about, but since you seem to have found a way around it, maybe you should just move on.
What we need to do is we need to figure out him and his friend's account, and we will solve this problem. But I've already contacted YouTube, and I'm working on getting the word out about this so that everyone finds out who's doing it, and they get permanently banned from YouTube. As in IP ban. So we'll see what happens, okay? But you guys saw we unfroze it. So if we keep spamming, we will unfreeze it. But that's the thing, we all have to keep spamming. Like, we all have to sit here just spamming, like, single characters. I don't know if it's, like, a single character or double, because you guys are spamming, like, multiple characters, and it worked. And also, basically, the person who's doing it has to be able to talk in the chat. So that's why they found someone who apparently has a 3-year sub to my channel. So if I can figure out who that is as well.
I did see that when it was time, he had to do the pack openings. I don't think he gave up. He was just so, like, he was scratching at his neck to get to the packs. So
I'm going to ban them too. So I need to know Bucketeer's account. I need to know his friends' accounts because he's already talked about them. And if we find out this 3-year motherfucker, we'll ban him. And that'll be the end of that shit. But we need to be able to actively keep unfreezing the chat. And it sucks.
I'm also curious as to what happens with the chat today, too.
Because it looks like we have to spam like crazy to get it unfrozen.
We'll get there. We'll get there. I showed up a little bit early because I want to get through these clips and then be able to get to over to the illustrious fucking Raw Phil, who isn't going anywhere.
Bros, it absolutely did unfreeze. So if you guys keep spamming, that chat will unfreeze. No, I'm not going to take him to court. I'm just going to ban him from my fucking channel so he'll move on and go harass somebody else. Because there's no point. He's just wasting everyone's fucking time here. Like, this is such a fart in the wind blip. Something that will not affect me at all long term. It's just.
Then why are you making such a big deal about it if it's not going to affect you in the long term? Then why are we doing this? This is silly. Charlie, thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Pulling the Sue the Chew Begamon card. Report Phil for wearing a fly fishing shirt. He's not manly enough to wear it.
An annoyance right now, and I just want this fucker to move on now so we can actually be normal. You know, I'm not going to put up with this.
Yeah, he did. He was like, oh, these are accounts from 2006. Towards the end of the video, because I've already seen this, I think 2 or 3 times. By the end of the video, he starts talking about that.
And I'm 44 years.
This is a really, really great clip from Snort Hogan. So you all should already be subbed to Snort Hogan anyway and see the clip. But yeah, they do great stuff. Big ups, Virgil.
Years old. I have no time for bullshit from limp dick losers who have no lives on the internet. Because he already confessed.
Oh yeah, he keeps saying limp dick. It's very weird. I don't know why you're worrying about other gentlemen's wieners, but it's kind of weird.
Really, the reason he first wanted to do was to make money. He tried to actually get YouTube to pay him. He was going to like almost ransom YouTube with like a bounty to tell him about the thing. But he had no idea how to contact a human at YouTube. So he just talked to a bunch of AI people who said, we don't know what you're talking about. So they ignored it. So
Dark Ross, thanks for becoming a member. I appreciate you. You pulled the Taxi on Begamon card. That's a gold chase card. Big ups.
Now what he's going to do is try to find, people to harass. And hopefully, he'll harass enough that he gets attention out of it because I guess he realizes he can't make money doing it anymore. So he's going to continue to just do this awful stuff to people just to try to get attention because he has no fucking life. He's a complete waste of life. How do I know his dick is limp? Because if it wasn't, he'd go out and use it, and he wouldn't be sitting behind his computer freezing people's YouTube chats. It's that simple. If he had a
just like if it worked, he wouldn't be sitting in an office making video game content all day. Just saying, my guy.
Function, if he was good looking, if he was healthy, if he was affluent, if he had a life, he wouldn't be sitting around trolling people on the fucking internet. Normal people don't do that. It's only losers. Okay? So we did unfreeze it, but now
what if his dick does work? I don't know who this person is. I don't even know if they did it. What if their dick works just fine, but they're like wretchedly ugly? What if they're like a fucking burn victim or something? Like, dude, like just shut the fuck up.
Again, and it hasn't unfrozen. I don't know if you guys are still doing it or not. So if you don't know, we found the way to unfreeze the frozen chat. Everybody, lots more people are actually joining right now. So in order to unfreeze the chat, everyone has to spam the chat. I'm not kidding. Spam like single characters or double characters. You just have to copy paste or just hit a character and keep hitting return. And if you spam the chat, it overloads.
I don't think he flexes, but my finger's on the button. I think he's too amped up during this. I don't remember if he actually flexes or not. New Begamon card leaderboard. That's a really good idea. And damn it, I'm really mad I didn't come up with it. Damn, but that's good.
The system and
you might see it in Series 2. Series 2 is in the works for the Begamon cards. There are 60 cards in Series 1, and Series 2 is being worked on.
Clogs the pipes, and then everyone can talk and chat again. Okay? The problem is, as is a fair fact, I just don't have a ton of viewers on my YouTube streams. Usually I get average 200. That's not a lot to work with. If we had thousands of viewers, we'd be able to unclog the pipe right away. But we don't really.
This is a lot of concern over a man's sexual prowess. You would think it's weird, yeah. And it can. Wait, it gets weirder.
Have enough pressure. You see what I'm saying? We need enough people taking a hard shit at the same time that it breaks the pipe.
Oh, of course. Also, scat.
That's what we need. We need a lot of hard shitters. No, it's not fixed. It's just we know how to unclog it. It's just never going to be permanent. This is the problem. The person can keep reclogging the pipe. That's the problem. They outright explained all of this.
That doesn't make sense. I'm still not sure that this is what you think it is. I don't know. I don't really know about this stuff, but like, I don't know. I don't think that you know about it either.
Bucketeer idiot explained it all over in the Tractor chat. He's like, so I was at a big YouTuber. They had like,
He doesn't entertain the possibility of Bucketeer being a woman, aka no dick. Well, no, because none of us are truly women. I don't think he thinks any of the women who like detract and do shit to him are women. Because if we're women, how could we be 45-year-old virgins in our mom's basement? Like, we can't be.
20, 30,000 viewers. And I kept freezing the chat. But the thing is, so many people would then type because they were upset it was frozen that it would unclog. And then it wasn't long lasting, so it didn't really help. You see what I'm saying? But they've also exposed the fact that, yes, you have to have someone in the chat that can actually talk in it. So right now, if I did 4-year sub-only mode, which probably would have 10 people who could actually talk in the chat,
Like where? Like I'm not trying to be like a bitch, but like cite your source. How did you find out this information?
He wouldn't be able to freeze the chat, but it wouldn't matter because how many people are 4 years sub to DSP Gaming? Not very many, you see? So it kind of sucks, but what are you going to do?
Right, there you go. No women on internets.
So anyway, yeah, if anyone has this information, please send it to me. I need to know this guy's actual YouTube name so I can ban him and I can report.
But then surely, I mean, like, why can't you just go and get it? Aren't you all seeing, all knowing, all powerful? Like, why don't you just go get it? Like, I don't know. This is so stupid. Just normal account. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. That trigger finger is ready. Save us the pain. He did not, in fact, flex. So we're good.
Because I am going to ban and report him. He's talking in chats right now.
Toxie, what's a woman? Nothing. It's like a unicorn. They're only ever talked about and written about in books, but I promise you, women don't exist.
And I need to know his friends' names so that I can also ban and report them. And once all his butt buddies are banned, then we're good. But it's a problem right now. Okay? He says, Phil, you're a genius. Fans win, trolls lose. Well, the thing is, it's temporary. As you can see, it froze again because he's just going to sit there and keep refreezing it. So it sucks because it's a fleeting thing that we can get it unfrozen. He's just going to keep redoing it. So what we need to do is get him banned from the channel, which is why I need his information.
All of this is totally on his end. Virgil, like I don't know anything about this stuff, but Virgil or anybody, like, do you know what is causing the problem and why, like, sometimes it like freezes and why it doesn't? I didn't even think that this was something that another person like could do or whatever. I don't know.
So I can ban him and his buddies. Because there's a few of them. It's him and 2 or 3 of his buddies that are doing it over and over. So once we have that information, they're done. They're toast. And I'm going to report them.
And where do babies come from? The stork. It's totally a thing.
Report them to everyone. Not just to fucking YouTube. I want to make sure everyone knows who they are. So everyone bans them from their channel permanently so no one has this ever happen to them. Red Eyes Black Dragon, thank you for $5 as well. He says, welcome to Ban World, buddy. Well, again, I need his information. And then we can ban his ass. DSP Glazer says he's got all the information. He's going to send me an email right now. Thank you, DSP Glazer. Please do. Let's get this, because to be honest, there's no point with me starting the game tonight until we fix this shit. Like, what's the point of me starting? Because we're never going to be able to talk, and we're not going to be able to enjoy the end of the game because this is all anyone's going to be fucking talking about. So we need to get this fixed, right? We do. 100%. And the thing is, right now I could remake the stream, but he's just gonna clog it again.
Dark Ross, I appreciate the 2. You pulled Wardrobe Be Gone. Also a chase card. Nice pull. Appreciate the 2. Fun fact, Snort Burnell is a female style troll. Oh, well, big up Snort Burnell. Even more so than I had originally given. Even bigger ups.
So I need to know who it is. Where's the information? See, the problem is I don't know whose chat this was because someone sent me the tractor chat and here it is, all the evidence. But I don't know whose channel this is.
Okay, fine. Like I understand. No snitching because of spies, but it is on his end. Correct? We can leave it there. It's on his end. Oh yeah, I heard that last night about CoffeeZilla. Did you not die? Someone should report this to CoffeeZilla. I about fell up out my chair. Casey, big ups for the 5. Thank you. Pulling the John Rambo detractor card. I mean, YouTube told him to update his stuff. Well, he should shut down his PCs every once in a while. Doesn't he just leave the shit run like all the time? He never closes Windows, never updates anything. It never, never turns anything off or does anything. So
I can't tell. I need to know whose channel this idiot is talking in so I can get him. Because it says it's at Bucketeer, but I don't believe it. And I think I already banned Bucketeer. Let me find out here. Let's see.
CoffeeZilla has better things to do. Right. Everybody has better things to do.
Let me find it. Let's see if this is his channel. Yep, this is him. So his YouTube channel's at Bucketeer, everybody. He wants to fuck with me. We'll fuck with him. It's at Bucketeer, Bucketeer. He is the person who has taken public credit in my detractor chats for freezing people's chats, not just mine, but big YouTubers and others. Okay? Right now, he is claiming it's him.
I don't think any dents know about Toxie. Trust me, they do. Since Phil doesn't call her out personally. I quote unquote restream, but it isn't directly live. I also do break to add commentary. I do have enough change on the screen where I personally feel like I've never got slammed for anything, where I personally feel that, yeah, I just so happen to be streaming at the same time as you. But here's the funny thing about restreaming. You can go watch Phil. You don't have to hang out with me or with the folks at WPIG. That being said, whatever. You don't have to hang out with Duty or Meerkat or Raw Phil or anybody when they're streaming. You can go and chill on Phil's stream if you want to go over there. None of us are saying don't go over there and don't watch. Hell, I don't even tell you don't give him money. Like, your money's in your bank account, not mine. Like, you do whatever you want to do. But I believe most of us are transformative enough. Like, it's not our fault that other people would rather go over and watch whatever their favorite, detractor or, host, whatever of their choosing, it over Phil. I don't think in the 4 years I've been in the Snortex I've ever like heard anyone say like, no, don't go over there. Like, you can go if you want to go over there. Since like no one chooses to, I will let that answer speak for itself.
So he should be the one held accountable. I believe I already banned him from my chat. Oh, no, I didn't. Fuck him. I didn't even ban him. Now you're banned, bitch. I didn't even know I hadn't banned him yet because I swear I saw that name in my chat, and I guess I hadn't. Well, he's fucking banned now, that's for sure.
I thought you liked us sending us there as harsh. I would never.
Okay. So that's him. 34 videos.
Also, I'm not restreaming him. I'm restreaming Raw Phil because my loyalty and allegiance go to Raw Phil. I don't even like when I have to go to his channel to clip the fucking daily fap. I don't even like that. Or like on those like rare occasions where like Raw Phil like isn't on time or whatever, and I go over to his channel. I hate it over there. It sucks.
Man, I want to take a look at this guy's content. Oh, man, this guy's a real winner. Oh, we can't. Sadly, we can't. The reason we can't is
Why does he have 70,000 videos of garbage like you do?
because I have my my PlayStation hooked up because I thought I was going to be playing Resident Evil, but we might not be tonight, to be frank. Oh, look, chat unfroze again.
No Resident Evil was played last night.
Chat's unfrozen. Hello, everyone. If you keep typing, it should unfreeze, okay? So I banned Bucketeer from the channel. He's fucking gone. But his butt buddies are still around, and we got to figure out who they are so that we can also ban them, and then they won't be able to do this to the channel anymore, okay? There you go. I mean, I don't know how possibly fucking stupid you could be that you literally publicly admitted to it. I have all the screenshots. You admitted to doing it. And now we have your YouTube channel and everything. You're a complete moron. He's in the Raw Phil chat. Okay, there you go. It was Raw Phil's chat.
Oh, yeah, here's where he starts trying to shit on Raw Phil. Again, I'd be very, very careful about this. You want to get everybody in the fucking Snortex riled up.
What a shocking twist that it would be Raw Phil involved with this, right? Oh, now let's think about
What does Raw Phil do to you? Honestly. What does Raw Phil do to you?
this even bigger picture, everyone. You ready for this?
Raw Phil doesn't have 30,000 people banned, and you can go over in his chat and you can actually talk.
This guy's directly involved with Raw Phil. Oh, Raw Phil, the guy who actually illegally restreams me every day and tells everyone to come watch his version of my content.
If it's so illegal, then why is he still up and doing it every day? Why are we all still doing this every day? Everybody. Why is Tevin still doing this? Why is Raw Phil still doing this? Why is Judy still doing this? The gentleman over at That Being Said, myself, everybody who I either don't know about who detracts or I can't remember their name off the top of my head. Like, why are we all still here? How are we still able to do this? Day after day, week after week, year after year. Like, bro, no one gives a fuck, dude.
So now you're involved with freezing my chat, which means you're disrupting my business, and now you're stealing my business. That's 2 strikes, buddy. Not only are you...
Just because they say that they did it, you know? I could say I'm the one who shot JFK. Doesn't mean I did. I wasn't even alive then. But I can say anything. Anybody can say anything, you idiot.
Stealing my fucking business, but now you're actually hindering my business. I think there's a nice lawsuit coming for you, you dumb motherfucker. I really think there is. Because now I've had enough. I really am starting to get fed the fuck up with these fucking loserish, pimple-faced internet dweebs who think they can fuck with me. I've had enough of your shit.
Hey, I'm too old and my skin is too dry anymore to get breakouts. So you close your mouth.
And if you're allowing that guy in your chat and you're harboring him and you're actually promoting, oh yeah, freeze Phil's chat, guess what? Legal liability, bitch. You're fucked, man. These
highly doubt Raw Phil said go freeze this chat. What are you talking about, dude?
fucking people on the internet have no clue about fucking reality. They don't, because for so many years they felt so protected. Because they think, I'm on the internet, I'm anonymous. You're not. You're not anonymous. Right now, YouTube can track any channel. They can find out where you are. They find out your IP address and all that shit. They know who you are. If you received $1 payment from YouTube, they have your information. They know who you are. It's not harboring of trolls. It's harboring of actual illegal activities. That's the problem. Trolling is one thing. Illegal activity.
He wanted to say criminals, but he stopped himself.
These are another. Okay?
Right. This is like, I'm Spartacus. Like, what is happening? I was the second gunman on the grassy knoll. Like, what is happening?
Anyway, shall we look at this? I mean, I'm kind of bored. I guess what we'll do tonight, this may be a different kind of stream, right?
Oh, trust me, it's different.
You want to hang out and do this? Fuck this. Fuck Resident Evil. We'll be.
Oh yeah, this is where he starts getting shirty here.
Another night. Nah, now I'm worked up. You work up fucking DSP. Nah, now, you know, you wake the fucking sleeping dragon, man. No.
You wake up the sleeping dragon. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but like, dude.
Let's go. Let's turn this shit off. Let's get my fucking PC.
This shit is so weak.
Look back up. Oh, brother.
Oh, brother, look out now.
DSP Glacier
Got to waddle across the room there with a load of shit in his pants.
became a member. He says, Raw Phil had 2,000 viewers freezing chat this morning. Raw Phil better get a fucking lawyer. Raw Phil better get a fucking lawyer is all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to get right on that.
Better be ready for what's coming. You're going to
Did you see what he changed his stream title to? You mean today or last night or what?
harbor that kind of behavior. Again, it's one thing if you are restreaming me. It's another thing if you're actively involved with freezing my fucking chat and now I can't interact with my viewers and you're hindering my product and my ability to do business. That's illegal. You're cooked. Okay? Get your fucking money together that you stole from me. From your
Why the long face, Ozempic boy? I thought it said long Ozempic face. It's so funny.
restreams of my content. Okay? And you start rubbing those few shekels you got together because you're going to fucking
Oh yeah, this shit got unhinged last night. I do highly encourage you. I believe Raw Phil's replay of it is still up if you want to watch like the whole thing in its entirety. If you want to do that, I encourage you to do so.
need it. Do you understand me? You're going to need it.
Remember, the trolls don't affect him at all? Nope, not at all.
So, folks, if the chat freezes on YouTube, here's how you fix it. Spam it. I'm not kidding. You have to spam the chat. Just keep spamming. If you notice that it's frozen, it's not moving, just sit there spamming characters, and you load the pipe so hard, it pushes it through, and then the chat starts working again within a minute. But everyone who's in chat right now, 261 viewers on YouTube, the chat froze because this guy is so mad now that we figured him out, and I'm about to fucking expose him, that he's going to keep freezing the chat. Keep spamming the chat, and it unclogs the pipes. That's what we do. Okay? Cool. Here it is. This is the guy who him and his butt buddies are clogging everyone's YouTube chats. This is him. Okay? So you might say, who is this guy? Good fucking question. Let me ask you a question, everybody. Okay? Really, let me ask you a question. What kind of person do you think has all the time in the world to fuck around on the internet like a loser and find an exploit that freezes YouTube chats? This fucking guy. Right here. This is the guy. Bucketeer, 739 subscribers, 34 fucking videos. Wow. Look at the videos he has. Meet Roblox's disgusting journalist. He has CP. The worst company of all
He's also acting like he wasn't harboring a PDF file. That is correct, Kato. Good call. Big
time.
ups.
Wow, look at this quality. Look at this quality video he made. That's totally not AI. That's totally not an AI-generated video. Look, here it is. Here it is him actually claiming credit. You're fucking kidding me. You're kidding me. He claimed credit. Say goodbye to your chat, Steak Nation. Here's the evidence. Look at this guy. Hey, Phil, wrong guy. Not the wrong guy, because he claimed credit 2 weeks ago. Right here. Publicly on his fucking YouTube page, which I'm documenting right now on the internet, dumbass. Completely exposed from his own fucking posts.
Angry Monkey, thanks for the 2, honey. I appreciate you. Phil is going to lawyer up for the 10th time mentioned.
You're fucked. So look how many views he actually got. That's pretty crazy. He probably has one video from 1,000 years ago that got some views. Let's see. Yeah, look. 5 years ago, he made a video about Roblox, and it got 171,000 views. That's it. Since then, look at this. He's trying to make videos. He's suffering. He's floundering. He can't get anyone to watch his stuff. 5 years later, what does he do? Oh, I'm going to freeze fucking people's YouTube chats.
Some people don't hyper-focus on views. Like, again, why are we shitting on this dude? You don't know him. Again, it could be just somebody taking credit.
Because that's all I can really do. Where's latest? So here's the videos he's putting out recently. In fact, almost none. His latest video is 4 months old. Look at that. His latest video is actually 4 months old. And since then, all he did, he just exposed himself right here. Look, done. So I don't know who Steak Nation is, but I think that was the guy who 2 weeks ago, someone had mentioned on Twitter, they mentioned their chat was also frozen the night before that this guy came and froze mine. Okay? So for the record, guys, we could still unfreeze chat. But we need everyone to be typing in chat. I'm not kidding. Everyone has to type in chat to get it to unfreeze. It's the only way to get it to work. Okay? So everyone right now, spam the chat with single characters or whatever. Clog the pipe, unclog the pipe, whatever you want to call it. And it should fix it. But we've already done it multiple times. But that's the only way to stop this for now. Sadly, the only real way to stop it is to get YouTube to take notice of this problem and to actually fix it.
Casey, big ups. Thank you for the 10. Pulling the Frumplin Begamon card. Also, most Buccaneers videos have more views than Phil's. I saw that.
Okay? That's it. That's the only way. For the record, I am not going to refresh this page because he very well might go and delete this post now to try to act like, oh, I deleted the evidence that I did it. But there's his evidence right fucking there. So I'm not going to be doing anything. I'm just going to leave that there. So there it is in black and white that he did it. He claimed that he was in Raw Phil's chat tonight.
Again, anybody can claim anything, and anybody's allowed to go in Raw Phil's chat.
Claiming the credit for it. Okay? And he says he has 2 friends who basically are with him doing it. And he has one of which, I guess, has been subbed to me for something like 3 years. And that's why they're able, even when I had 1 year sub mode, that they're able to freeze my chats. So there's your answer right there. That's exactly how they're doing it. But the thing is, it's overloading the chat. And apparently if you give enough, the hell? Look at this stupid shit. If you have enough, data pumping through, it apparently unclogs the chat. It took a while before, but then it went through quick, and now it's taking a while again. But if everyone just spams the chat room right now, it might unfreeze again. But it should, because it already has 2-3 times. There goes. Chat just unfroze again. So now we know how to fix it. The problem is, again, this guy will just keep doing it. We have to figure out specifically who he is. I did ban him, right? Oh, I didn't? Well, now I did. Oh, wait, that's a DSP React channel. Hold on a second. Okay, he is banned. So it's his butt buddies who are doing it. And when I say butt buddies, I don't mean to be offensive to gay people.
Well, that's why it's an insult, because it's supposed to insult gay people while you're shouting butt buddy and all that shit all over the place.
It's just me in the motion being upset at this idiot. So his two
Well, then maybe you should find a better way to control yourself.
buddies in bullshit, I guess we could call them, right? His buddies in bullshit, that they're doing this over and over. And whoever they are, we got to find out who they are so that we can ban them from my channel too. So we need to figure that out. All right. By the way, I should know, if you guys give me their names, I can see all the participants right now in chat. So maybe I can search for these, because everyone here is a regular. I'm looking right now. Regular. Okay, there's a few people who aren't regulars. So maybe if I ban some of these people who aren't the regulars, those are the people who are doing it. Yeah.
So I guess if you're brand new, I guess fuck you, you're about to get banned.
Okay, I'm looking at it right now. See, I know some of these people are regulars. There's a few people who are suspect. I'm going to check them out right now. I'll go back to full screen here. I'm going to check these people out right now and see if we can figure it out.
I mean, yeah, you do that, man.
I wonder if there's a way. Is there a way to see if someone has been following you for a certain amount
Oh, he's late. He hasn't shown up yet. Oh, okay.
of time? Does anyone know that? If you're on YouTube and you go to someone's YouTube channel, can you see if they follow you or sub to you and for how long?
Aren't you like the master of YouTube? Don't you call everybody who works at YouTube stupid? Therefore, you should know everything about YouTube? Like, come on, man. Don't you know?
Sadly, I don't know. I wish I did know, because there's a few people here who are definitely suspect right now. And I'm trying to figure out who it is, because if I ban these people, we might stop this person from spamming the chat. But I'm not sure who it could be. That's the problem. Damn. A lot of you guys are regulars in the chat right now, so that's great. I saw you guys. See? So what's happening is you guys are unclogging the chat, and the moment you do, one of these people in chat is freezing the chat again. So once I figure out who it is and I ban them,
I don't know. That sounds weird. That sounds like...
they're cooked. They can't do it anymore. But I gotta figure out who it is. I'm looking at the participants list.
Well, it goes back and forth between,
Okay.
haha, I've figured everything out. You're all so stupid, to I don't know anything.
Most of these people I recognize, actually. Some of these are sock accounts. I actually recognize this one. Yep, this is bullshit. Get rid of this one.
I also thought it might have been a TOS violation to force engagement. I also thought that as well.
Goodbye. Here's an account, only one follower, never posted, has existed since 2006, and mysteriously just joined my chat room. Gee, I wonder what that one's here for, right? Yeah, I'm sure that's a legit viewer, right? Uh-huh, whatever you say. Of course. Here we go. Oops, that's a double character. We don't want to do that. I'm looking at all these different accounts. Sometimes it's hard. Like, this guy's a legit gamer. He has a legit channel. He used to post up videos 100 years ago. I don't think he's posted up videos in a very long time. Yeah, 3 to 4 years ago was the last time this guy actually posted up videos. So could it be him? It could be. It's mysterious. I'm finding all accounts that have existed since 2006. What is that about? Every account that I don't recognize, I look it up, and they've all been around since 2006. Huh? That doesn't really doesn't really make much sense, does it? How are they all 2006 accounts? I'll tell you how, because they're hacked. We got someone who's actively going around hacking old YouTube accounts and then using them for these malicious purposes. 100%.
You don't know that.
2007.
This just all seems too weird.
No videos for 13 years. Yeah, get out. You're not real. These are all stolen accounts.
Plenty of people have channels and make videos and then just stop. Either it was a hobby and they're bored, they move on to something else. Maybe they tried to make it some kind of a career and it didn't work out and they move on to something else. Like, what are you talking about?
You gotta be kidding me. Did I find another one? This is wild.
Dude, you have 130,000 subs that are like 98% dead ass accounts. How are you surprised?
This person has never uploaded. They just make playlists, it looks like. So if I inadvertently ban someone, okay, and you're a legit viewer, you can always email me at darksidephil@hotmail.com, and I can
Do I think he's mad because one of his dents gave Raw Phil money? Oh, I'm sure.
investigate later. But for now, I do have to ban some of these accounts just on the sake of trying to see if I can figure out who the ones are that are freezing the chat over and over. And once I do get them, they can't freeze it anymore. Okay? And then what I'm gonna have to do is do some testing. I banned a few people there. I don't know if I got the right person. So to get everyone up to speed, because lots of people are joining live, okay? Here's what's happened. The person who's freezing my YouTube chat is this person right here. This person
You still don't know this.
publicly admitted in the Raw Phil chat, they're the one who's doing it. They've explained that what it is they found a exploit on YouTube. The exploit freezes your chat, and
Again, I don't know that you know this. Crazy Cat, thanks for the 5, honey. I appreciate you. We've gone full tinfoil hat this time. Maybe it's the aliens doing it too.
you can unfreeze it by having everyone spam the chat and overload it, then it unfreezes, okay? But basically what they've said is they did go freeze other big YouTubers, but because the other YouTubers have so many people chatting at once, it almost unfreezes instantly, okay?
I don't know who the dent was that donated to Raw Phil.
This guy publicly admitted right here on his page, goodbye to your chat, Steak Nation. He's the one who froze Steak Nation's chat 2 weeks ago. That was the guy who did it. He did it before me. Then he came to my chat and has been doing it on and off for the last 2 weeks. The only reason I've been able to stop him from doing it all the time is basically by changing the amount of follower length. So if I do, 1 week follower, or not follower, 1 week sub only, 2 week sub only. Well, finally, they apparently convinced the troll who had a 3-year sub to my channel to keep spamming. So now we just got to keep unfreezing it. You guys, it froze again because they're still doing it, which means I didn't get them yet. You see what I'm trying to do right now is find out who it is that's doing it and ban them. Perfect. Guess what? So Skeletor did a super chat. He's deleted his post recruiting old DSP gaming accounts that can chat. He was also stupid enough to link his Discord. I screenshotted that. If you need it, send it all. Send it all. I need this data. I'm going to submit it. This guy's cooked. He's done.
He stayed up till 4 a.m. doing this shit. That's why he's late today. Pookykins is tired. He was up probably till the fucking sun came up.
Send all the information to me. I need it all. Got him. Got him. Red-handed. Got the evidence. I'm not going to post it up, but I've got the evidence right there, right in front of me. I'm staring at it. DSP made it so you can need a YouTube channel that has been subbed to him for 7 days to chat. There's the link to his Discord. If you have an account and then it cuts off, if you have an account, you can talk in DSP's chat and you want to troll him, send it to me, and I'll give you the code on how to freeze it. So he publicly admitted it. Here it is. And he posted up his Discord, and it links to his YouTube channel. Nice try, bitch boy.
Wow. Rude.
No, see, someone's trying to send me the phrase.
Also, even if this is a thing that can happen and this is the person who did it and we can go out on those limbs and do all of that, you know, the chat is still moving. You know what I mean?
That freezes the chat. I've already banned that phrasing when you did it 2 weeks ago. It doesn't work because that's not the phrasing. I'm telling you, that's not the phrasing that actually does it. Yeah. Give it to Ethan Klein. I mean, who do you guys want to give me the information to? We've got his YouTube account. I've got his Discord. We've got the post proving that he did it. So now, who does this go to? Who does this evidence go to? That's what I need to know. How do we escalate?
Not CoffeeZilla. He's going to laugh as he throws it in the garbage.
Who do we put it to? I would give it direct to YouTube, but does anyone think YouTube will do anything with it? How do you talk to someone at YouTube? They're just a bunch of bots. You know what I'm saying? They're literally just a bunch of bots. There's no humans there who will respond. Because at this point, if you want to know the truth, the guy is desperate. Let's be honest. He knows he got caught out red-handed, and he's cooked. So now what he's going to do is try to burn scorched earth. He's going to try to say, well, everyone just spam Phil's chat nonstop, right? That's exactly what he's going to do. So how do we stop it? See, the way I see it, if we can ban the accounts that are the long followers of DSP Gaming that are doing it, then, right, we can, Liv Will says members only. We can do members only, but they haven't fixed the loophole yet. There's a loophole on YouTube where you can use a VPN and buy membership for 4 cents. So sadly, they could use the loophole, all right, to get fake memberships to temporarily join again, which obviously that's not, not ideal. So what we need to do actually is find a way to figure out these long-standing accounts that are doing it, ban them, then do follower-only mode for as long as we need. I keep saying follower-only mode, sub-only mode. We have to do sub-only mode for as long as needed so that no new account can start spamming it. And then we got to figure out what it is that they're actually spamming to stop it. But we got the guy caught. We just need to figure out what authority do we give it to, right? Do we give it to YouTube? Are they going to do anything with it? Do I give this to some big person who can blow it up on the internet?
Call Sir Moisture. Maybe Asmon will take pity again. Right.
Who will?
There you
because
go.
This is an actual exploit that can freeze everyone's chat on YouTube. Okay?
So that was a little condensed version. Bucketeer isn't giving the Unicode string out either. Phil is spouting false information. Well, in a shock to nobody. Not what I meant at all. Didn't mean to go to that screen. Then there is the separate video. Let me grab it here. The separate video that he made. Let me see here. That Snorthogan also clipped.
Let me tell you something, bro.
And we will watch that. This is, I believe, what he made before he made... I believe he's off stream now at this time when he made this video, I think. But this is before he made the Daily Fact. And Snort Hogan was good enough to clip this. Because the first time I watched it at like 3 o'clock this morning, I had to go watch it on Phil's fucking channel, and I don't like that.
Hello, everyone. I'm Phil Burnell, better known as Darkside Phil or DSP for short on the internet. I've been a YouTuber for 18 years, and I've been a full-time live streamer on YouTube for about 5 years now. The reason I'm making this video and I'm appealing to you for help is because there is a brand new YouTube chat exploit. The way it works is that when you are live streaming on YouTube, if someone knows a certain kind of code, we're suspecting it's some kind of a Unicode combination of characters, and they put it into your YouTube stream chat, your chat will completely freeze. We're suspecting it's some kind of a memory overload. There's no way to fix it, but if you get enough people in this frozen chat to spam like crazy, the chat can unfreeze. The problem is, number one, it seems randomized how long it takes. Sometimes it could be within a minute, and sometimes it could be 10 plus minutes of a frozen chat. In addition to that, once the chat is unfrozen, the troll or perpetrator who's causing your stream chat to freeze can literally refreeze it again. There are some workarounds. For example, you can set your chat to be a lengthy sub-only mode, like someone had to be subscribed to your channel for a year to even talk in your chat. And that can work if some of the people who are coming by perhaps are fresh trolls. However, in the case of someone who's been around for a long time, sometimes you can get people to help you. And in this case, there's a person who started freezing my chat 2 weeks ago, and I just kept stretching out the the sub-only mode longer and longer. I'm now up to a year, and it's still freezing. This person has publicly exposed themselves, saying who they are, claiming that they're the one who's doing it, asking for help from people who don't like me, saying, hey, if you're subbed to Phil for 3 years, contact me on my Discord, and I want to use your account to freeze his chat over and over. Now, here's the problem. This is a exploit that can affect everyone who streams on YouTube who doesn't have a ridiculous amount of viewers to constantly unfreeze their chat. For example, if this was done to someone who has 10,000, 20,000 viewers, immediately people are going to start spamming, and within a second, the chat will unfreeze. But for someone who maybe only has a couple hundred viewers or less, you're not going to have that active chat that's going to be able to unfreeze this over and over, and someone could maliciously keep freezing it, and now it could take upwards of minutes to a longer time to get unfrozen again. It's a nightmare. And we all know that streaming is an interactive medium. No one just streams and ignores their audience. That's the whole idea. You're talking, you're interacting, you're having conversational tone. Perhaps you're playing games that people are helping with you, giving you aid. Maybe you're talking back and forth in a Q&A. You need to have the interaction.
Is that what this is really all about? That if the chat freezes, no one can hold your hand through the video games? Is this why we're really mad?
With your audience. In a lot of ways, that's what brings in support. People are liking the interactions they're having, and then they'll throw you, a membership or a super chat. If the chat doesn't work, essentially, people are going to say, I don't want to stream on YouTube anymore. I'm going to go to another platform. Now, you might say, why is this only happening on YouTube? Why haven't we heard about this on Twitch or somewhere else? Because YouTube has a very unique chat. It's not a chat room protocol, meaning on Twitch, on Kick, on other services, they're actually using a client through a chat protocol that's completely separate from their business. It's actually based on an old protocol called IRC, Internet Relay Chat. And what these companies did is they bought server space and just have their private servers where everyone chats, and they integrated it into their website. When YouTube decided to start doing live streaming, they did it half-assed, bootleg. What they tried to do was just take the comments system that's already on their existing videos and convert it into a live chat that really isn't a live chat.
Then don't use YouTube anymore. Then don't use YouTube. Go back to Twitch or go to Kick full time. If YouTube is so bad and so terrible and so awful, then don't be on YouTube anymore.
Just an ongoing comment string. So because of that, it's got all these differences and weaknesses compared to, say, Twitch chat or Kick chat or anywhere else. So people found this weakness and they're exploiting it, and it only works on YouTube. Now, why am I making this video? I'm going to tell you why. Because for 2 weeks, I've tried to fix this, changing the, sub-only modes or whatever. It's just not working anymore. All I can do is tell my chat, hey, spam, and they spam, and it unfreezes, and it freezes again because the guy's just sitting there doing it. I can't continue to operate like this. And the thing is, when they're done with me, they're going to move on to other people. Now, this might not affect giant YouTubers, but this will affect mid to small size YouTubers who are streaming and need their chats to work. So you might say, well, did you go to YouTube? Well, of course I did. First off, for the record, no, you cannot go to YouTube Creator Support because YouTube Creator Support doesn't help you with these issues.
Oh, well, maybe you shouldn't be having these issues. Fatman69, dude, thank you for the 5. I appreciate you. Let's see. I was there to see this live. He lost his mind and doxed someone and made threats. He had a mental breakdown for 3 hours, didn't even boot up the game. Yeah, I saw most of it live, not all of it, but it was beautiful. But that Snort Hogan video was a very nice little condensed version of it. Digital Melanin, they were the 5. Phil single-handedly discovering all YouTube exploits since he is one of the most unlikable beings on the internet.
I know, but several years ago, I had another technical issue, and when I tried to explain it to them, they don't know anything. They are literally uneducated employees who don't understand how YouTube works, and all they have is like checklists and frequently asked questions articles that they read from to try to help you. They can't help you with any technical issues. If you tell them to escalate, they refuse and say they don't have anyone to do that with. So you can't actually get help from creator support for an issue like this. So I reached out to Team YouTube on Twitter today, or X, and as you can see, 6 hours ago, I explained the situation. They responded, is this happening on all devices? Try signing on back into your account, closing and relaunching. To which I responded, this is not just a thing happening to me. This is happening to everyone on the stream. No one can access the chat. It completely freezes. I need your help. I need to talk to someone who has, knowledge of the chat coding so we can talk this out and they can figure it out and maybe figure out what the exploit is. Haven't heard back. I don't think I will, to be frank with you. I am going to respond to them again tonight, but I don't think I'm going to get any response. So I tried going to YouTube. They won't help me. Now, this person who's doing this maliciously has already exposed themselves and publicly admitted to doing it. They went to my detractors channel. Let me show you. This is one of my detractors. They are incredibly deceitful. Because why are they deceitful? Because they try to steal views
Long live Raw Phil.
for my live content. This person literally every single day live rebroadcasts me. In fact, they already have a stream set up for tomorrow to illegally steal my Pokemon stream. They misrepresent themselves as me. This art is my own art from back in the day. They stole it. When they're streaming, people actually come into the stream thinking it's my stream, and sometimes they contribute to this guy. He's a thief. And by all means, his channel should not exist, but YouTube allows it to continue to exist because I won't sue the guy. Okay? So when this guy's live rebroadcasting me, the person who is actually doing this chat freezing is in his chat publicly admitting it all. And he says, basically, he found this exploit about 2-3 weeks ago. He tried to contact YouTube to get money out of them for them to pay him to expose what it is so they could fix it. But all he could get was AI responses because you can't talk to humans on YouTube, so he gave up. Then he went to big YouTubers and tried freezing their chats, but what happened was their chats would just unfreeze because they have so many viewers, people would chat like crazy and it would unclog that pipeline and the freezing would be undone instantly. So it's not effective against big YouTubers. Then he went to a few...
But you have nearly 250,000 subs. So in all theory, this shouldn't be working against you either, sir. So, like, what the hell are we even talking about? Oh my goodness. Fatman69, dude, thank you for the 5. Best part of the stream was after 3 hours of paranoid conspiracy ranting, he opened Pokemon cards and got nothing. It was the cherry on top, pure cinema. Oh, it was beautiful. He got nothing. He was really disappointed when he got nothing, too.
Smaller time YouTubers. And he did successfully freeze their chats, but no one cared because they were small time YouTubers. So then he went to me. And the thing is about me, I am A-logged constantly by people like this and others. So when this happens to me, these people benefit because they make videos about it and they blow it up like a big deal. These people have had content for 2 straight weeks.
I think you're the one making a big deal about this. I think you are, in fact, the one who's making a big deal out of this.
As this guy's frozen my chat, and this guy's been getting more and more attention for it. So now he's stepping up and actually publicly claiming responsibility because he wants to be notable for it. But that's the problem. He exposed himself. Okay. So first off, here's his...
Yeah, people sit around all day thinking to themselves, Phil Burnell, how could I get millions of dollars, millions of subs, and notoriety off of this asshole? Right. That happens.
YouTube channel, which he publicly admitted this is his account. He even says his name is Bucketeer in the chat before he freezes it. It's a failed YouTube channel from many years ago. We used to do videos that would get some views on them, but basically they stopped being popular and then he basically gave up on the channel. So now he's doing this trolling activity. You can see down here, he posted up 2 weeks ago, say goodbye to your chat, Steak Nation, and he froze whoever Steak Nation's chat is, and they couldn't chat. That was one of the tests he did. Okay? As you can see here, hey DSP, let's talk soon. He actually is actively addressing me. I'm wearing the same clothes right now. He was watching my stream and he posted that up on his channel. Okay? It's him doing it and his buddies. Because what he did was he found people who have old accounts who have been subbed to me for a long time and they're freezing my YouTube chat.
Or he just said this is looking for your attention and he's got it.
So this is him 100% doing it. Okay? What do I do? Who do I appeal to get this fixed? I know the perpetrator. By the way, I have a link to his Discord account because he posted that up online saying, hey, if you don't like DSP, join my Discord and give me your account and maybe I can use your account to freeze his chat. So I've got his Discord information. I've got the screen captures from Raw Phil proving he admitted all of this. I've got his YouTube channel. We know who's doing it. So what am I supposed to do to fix this now? That's the question. I'm appealing to the internet at large and to YouTubers out there and creators. Anyone who could possibly help me here, who has a minute and has an idea of what to do. Because I can't seem to get through to YouTube and talk to a human. I get this auto response and then nothing. I know the creator support won't help me. I need to be able to talk to my YouTube audience. This is ridiculous that the chat even has this exploit to begin with. And now there's no avenue, despite the fact that I have all the evidence of who's doing it, to actually get it resolved. So, please, for the sake of everyone who streams on YouTube.
Adol, thank you. I appreciate the 3. He's so mad. Yes, muchly. Muchly. I agree.
Help me. Leave a comment. Reach out. You can email me, darksidephil@hotmail.com. You can DM me on X @TheyCallMeDSP. I need help fixing this issue. I'm going to post this as my featured video on my channel now. I'm going to post this up
Oh boy, look out for that.
on X and on my channel. Share it. Let everyone know YouTube chat is broken. Anyone can use this new exploit to freeze your chat. And right now, there's no way to permanently fix it. Just temporary band-aids that can easily be ripped off. And anyone who's mid to smaller range on YouTube will be unable to talk with their chats if this isn't fixed. Thank you for listening. I look forward to hearing back from some people who can help. Have a good night.
So that was that video that he posted. And the butthurtness continues as we move to the Daily Fap. Fatman69, do thank you for the 5. He also admitted he watches Raw Side Phil streaming him while he's also streaming. He flat out admitted it, but he doesn't watch detractors. This man is a putz. All right, here we go.
Man, let me just tell you.
Bear with me here. Go back to the beginning. So this is Naturally, the Fab. Tragedy, thanks for the 5, honey. Appreciate you. Remember how angry he used to be before Cat? Big ups on pulling the stuttering Craig detractor card. Oh yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Wrap for what
So glad he's not angry anymore.
was Monday, the 5th of July, 2026, and a day that I really was not expecting to go the way that it did. A day where, man, let me just tell you, it was pretty much nonstop annoyance. It didn't stop me. It didn't hold me back. Still had a great day, but it hindered me from being able to put out the kind of content that I wanted to put out. That's a problem. And we need to talk about it because I need your help, okay? So this morning we started with the Level 1 podcast where we chilled and talked about various topics, notably getting caught up on what happened during the marathon yesterday, the Indivestance Day, and how coming out of that, number one,
And how that was a miserable fucking failure that I believe in the end only yielded him around good old Tree Fitty.
I may not do another one because it didn't seem like people were too excited to see the vest again. And number two, we may actually go
Yeah, he basically wage quit Independence Day.
and do a new show or a new night stream of me looking at the classic games that we didn't get to and grading them and valuing them and inventorying them. It seemed like a really cool segment to go through classic games, see the conditions I had them in, going online, pricing them, etc. It just seemed pretty good. So maybe, just maybe, that could be a good show for later in the week. So after chilling for about an hour on the podcast, we then jumped into Dark Souls 2. And here's where the problem started, because once again, the person who has continuously been freezing my chats over and over started freezing my chat again. And we had it in 1 year sub-only mode, and it was still freezing, okay? That's frustrating. I just kept continuously making more and more streams, but it didn't work because the person would always freeze it. So after about an hour of trying that, I said, I'm just going to have to not have chat, and I'll basically talk with people in the Kick chat only. And if people contribute on YouTube, I'll notice it and I'll shout it out, but that's it, and I had to do it that way. The good news is in Dark Souls 2, we still made great progress today. We got to the Royal Rat, not Royal Rat Authority, that's the other boss. The Royal Rat Vanguard, yeah. Did that boss fight, continued down into the gutter, did the entirety of the gutter all the way to the end where you fight the Rotten. Did that, started going some other directions, and then ran out of time. So we did a lot of progress today. Man, it's tough in the gutter, particularly with the lighting. It's already hard in regular Dark Souls 2. It's even harder in this version of Dark Souls 2 with the path tracing on to see anything.
Did he say Monday the 5th?
Didn't hold me back the way that it did. A day where, man, let me just tell you, a day that I really was not a daily wrap for what was Monday, the 5th of July,
Yep, he sure did say Monday the 5th. Well, you know, he drinks.
Dark Souls 2 with the path tracing on to see anything down there and get anything done, but we got it done, and it was great support, so we ended up opening a few packs of cards or whatever. Everything worked out well, except the chat freezing issue. So tonight on the late stream, it was going to be Resident Evil Code Veronica X, and I was going to just do the stream, and if it froze again, what am I going to do?
Instead, it was Psycho has a psychotic breakdown.
Just play the game and finish it, right? Well, someone messaged me during the break and said, just so you know, the guy who's responsible for freezing your chat is in the detractor chat, Raw Phil's chat right now, bragging about it, explaining all about how he's doing it, that he's recruited other people who have longer subscriptions to you than he does, and that's how he's getting your chat to freeze, because he's finding people who are like 2 years sub, 3 years sub, and they're coming in and doing this chat exploit and freezing your chat on you. That's how he's getting away with it. Also, there's all this evidence because we found his YouTube channel. We found posts where he posted up his Discord saying, join my Discord if you don't like DSP and give me your YouTube account so we can use it to freeze his chat. So we have all the evidence we need to prove who this guy is, right? Then he outright said tonight in Raw Phil's chat, when Phil goes live, I'm just going to freeze his chat over and over for fun. So instead of doing gameplay tonight, guess what I did? I caught out the roast and roasted this guy for 2 straight hours. I basically exposed his YouTube channel, what a loser he is. We showed all the evidence. We basically tried to get to the bottom of it. We think at this point it might even be a Unicode exploit in YouTube. And we even figured out how to stop the chat from freezing. The problem is it's a temporary solution because then they could just go in and freeze it again. So you could freeze it, unfreeze it. You still can't use it properly, right? So it was a nightmare. Because this was happening, I got overwhelming support. Over $300 of support alone tonight. So at the end of the night, we ended up opening 6 regular packs and 2 of the Ascended Heroes packs of Pokemon cards. So it was a great Pokemon night and a great support night.
Wasn't a good Pokemon night. He didn't pull anything good, and he got really, really upset about it too.
But I didn't play any Resident Evil, okay? The stream is archived. You can watch it right now. I left it in its entirety. You can see what we did tonight, okay? Now, here's the thing. I have all the evidence against this guy who's doing this malicious stuff to me, but I don't know who to give it to. I contacted YouTube, and I'm waiting for them to give me a valid answer. They have not. You know, I wish they did, but they have not. So I don't know what else to do. Team YouTube on Twitter 5 hours ago gave me a very generic answer, and when I told them, no, this is not what's happening, I need further help, they have ignored me and haven't responded. I can't report this to YouTube's creator help.
The Gaudy Gestapo are doing surveillance on Raw Phil chat now.
Because the creator help is a bunch of people who are in like a text
Gaudy Gestapo. That got me.
center who just have facts in front of them, like frequently asked questions. There's no way for me to actually get help from them. I know
He thinks he can take down Raw Phil. If he does, he's going to piss off the entire Snortex. If I were him, I just wouldn't.
I've tried technical things with them before. They don't even understand how YouTube works. They're literally just people sitting around reading checklists. That's all they do. Or you get AI. AI doesn't know about this issue, so it can't help me. So here's the question. How do I get help? How do I get people to stop freezing my chat? Okay? Who do
Maybe don't be such a nasty fucking dickhole to everybody.
I go to? I don't know, but I'm going to make a video
Gout Stoppo. There we go.
about it right now after this daily wrap. I'm going to upload it. I'm going to make it the highlighted video on this channel, and I'm going to post it everywhere and say, everyone share. I need help. Let's get this done so no one's chat freezes anymore.
You have to remember when you look at Phil, this is the sperm that won. Right. This one here.
Let's
Oh, dear God. Imagine what lost. Jesus Christ.
see if we get some help overnight. It would be great if I did, because I really need the help. I don't want my chat freezing anymore, but I'm helpless to stop it. I know how to fix it, but then it just gets frozen again anyway. That sucks, right? We need to have a solution. So hopefully I will get some help and things will be resolved overnight and we'll go from there. But tomorrow, here's the deal. We're still going to do a DSP morning show. We're still going to do Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, and we're still going to finish Resident Evil tomorrow. We've now bumped Resident Evil till tomorrow. So no matter what, we're doing all that tomorrow. If the chat freezes on YouTube, we ignore it and we just play anyway. I interact with the Kick Chat and people contribute, like if you super chat or do a membership or tip me, I can still interact that way.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget, everybody on YouTube, you can still give me money even though you can't talk.
Or you can go to the Kick Chat and I can interact with you there. But I can't let my work be held up from this complete loser
Then stop holding yourself up. Like, you're doing this to you, dude.
who thinks that he's safe because he's trying to do this anonymously on the internet. Okay, we need basically people to rally, spread the word, find out who this guy is, expose him, get him in trouble so he'll stop doing it, and then we need this exploit to be determined what it is so we can also close that off so no one's chat will get destroyed. So, let's do it tonight, all right? I'm gonna make the special video. Please watch it, or you can watch the archive stream. That explains
Oh, I see. He did the FAP and then the special video. My bad.
everything. Tomorrow, let's reconvene.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. We're done. So let's head over to the illustrious Raw Phillifer, who already
Mike, which is
has
gonna only be
900 people watching. So, you know, this is going to be absolutely fucking delicious. Give me 1 second. Let's see when this guy decides to show up. We may or may not have much skip juice depending on... Oh, yeah, this guy's late as fuck. Okay, here we go.
Good morning, everybody. DSP here, and welcome to the DSP Morning Show for Monday, July 6, 2026. I hope you're all doing well. Certainly, I hope you're all doing better than Xbox today. Because this morning, as everyone in the industry and insiders were expecting, was the Xbox apocalypse. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Xbox just announced epically record number of layoffs across its entire company, and it's either going to sell off or basically cut ties with 5 of the different gaming studios that it had purchased over the last many years, which is obviously really sad. You know, when Phil Spencer, the former Xbox CEO, went on a crazy...
Oh boy, we know he's got a hate boner for Xbox. Try Jay, thanks for the 10, honey. Yes, Phil, YouTube will certainly rush in a hotfix on their massive interface because a streamer who gets 300 viewers demands it. No one is going to see this.
spending spree, buying up studio after studio after studio. Everyone questioned, what's the plan? What are we doing? Why are we spending all this money? How are we supposed to get profits out of all of this? It just looks like this is a mass buying spree, like a kid who somehow got a hold of their parents' credit card and just went to the mall and just maxed it out. But what is the return on investment? How are you going to make this profitable? And everyone just kind of shrugged, particularly when Xbox bought Activision Blizzard for an insane, ungodly amount of money. And everyone was wondering, how will they ever make that money back? Well, the answer is very apparent as of this morning. They're not going to. Phil Spencer essentially ran the company into the ground through an utter lack of management and leadership. And now Asha Sharma, the new Xbox CEO, is left with the mess. She's trying to figure out how to keep it all together. So we're going to cover that story this morning. It is not pretty. I want to forewarn all of you. It's like a bloodbath. It's probably one of the worst gaming stories in history because thousands upon thousands of
In other words, that fills you with joy and you can't wait to talk about it.
people are about to become unemployed as a result of the insane lack of leadership that Xbox has had over the last decade under Phil Spencer. Anyway, I hope that you're all doing well and you're ready for a day of fun here on DSP Gaming. It will be a good day. Okay, today we are continuing on with Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, which I'm excited for. It's always a chill, fun time. We're going to continue on in, exploration. I think we're en route to another town right now, if I remember correctly, catching Pokemon in the light. So that's going to be fun, catching new ones and picking on gym battles and doing the usual. And yes, because this is a Pokemon stream today, it means that we will have some Pokemon card pack openings. We're guaranteed 1 freebie, and depending on levels of support that I receive, we may open more, okay? In addition, tonight, we will be finishing Resident Evil Code Veronica X. You might be saying, well, what? I thought you were supposed to finish it last night. Yeah, well, things went pretty...
Don't know if the chat is already frozen because the last message is 11:47 and then Raw Phil's clock there says 11:48. Remember, he's probably still in 1 year sub only mode, so the chat is not going to be moving very quickly.
Crazy last night. Ended up doing a whole stream that I was never planning on doing. Yes, it absolutely did affect things and kind of messed up my schedule, but today we're getting back on track. Okay, today I will absolutely keep doing the stuff that I love to do. We're going to do gameplay all day long. We're basically just going to ignore nonsense. Now, I'm just going to very briefly address this thing, okay? Yes, today YouTube chat is going to freeze. There's nothing that can be done about it right now. Until YouTube fixes the bug or someone responds and addresses this, my YouTube chat will continuously freeze. So I'm not going to sit here and bother talking about it because there's no point. If it freezes, it freezes. I can't fix it. We did figure out some workarounds. For example, if the YouTube chat freezes, if everyone in the chat spams it, it can unstick. So right now, if you're in YouTube chat and it's not moving, even though you're typing, it froze. If everyone is typing and goes crazy like this, it basically can unstick. And we did this multiple times.
Casey, thanks for the $20 super chat. Big ups on pulling the old Griffs, which is one of the chase cards in the item series of the Begamon set. So Phil is going to make shit up and not know what he's reading it. Yeah.
Last night. The problem is it's just going to restick because the
He has no idea.
person who's doing it is sitting there just waiting to refreeze it anyway. So there really is no solution right now to the YouTube chat freezing issue. I'm just not really going to bother talking about it because there's nothing that I can do to control it. However, I want you to understand that there are ways around it. Number one, you can go to my Kick chat, which is DSP Gaming Real on Kick. You can join the Kick chat.
Yeah, don't you want to go over to Kick and give me some money where they only take a 5% cut?
You can talk to me there. If you want to talk to me, just tag me in that chat and we can interact just like we do on YouTube. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, you can contribute. And I know you say, wait, to talk to, I got to pay. Well, no, you don't. You can still go to Kick chat and that's free. But if you're in the YouTube chat and you want to contribute to the stream, you can. A super chat, a membership, I see it anyway. Okay, so if someone gifts memberships, becomes a member, does a super chat.
Yeah, phew, thank God, you guys, you can still pay me money.
I will see it because the fan funding functionality of YouTube chat works no matter what. So if you do that, I can see it, I can shout it out, and I will give you credit on the stream. Or you can tip me. Anyone at any point can always tip me, and the tips come through no matter where you are or how you're watching. And those I always see and shout out and play animations for. So yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so it sucks that this is happening. Obviously, I wish there was a way to fix.
He is frozen. That is, I believe, now 4 minutes without anybody saying anything. I do believe so. Bucketeer's up and active. Huh. I thought this was on his end. They're planning on doubling down today to mess with Phil. Oh, my goodness.
Fix it. Easily, there's not. Okay, YouTube has not responded. I don't think they're going to respond. Like I said, I'm a little guy. They're not going to bother responding to me. They're not going to care. Okay, they just don't. They're not going to care at all. That's why I posted up this.
Again, 250,000 subs is not necessarily small. Sure, there are a lot of folks on YouTube who have a lot more subs than that, but just shy of 250,000, like that's not a small feat necessarily. You shouldn't be necessarily a small time, quote unquote. What you shouldn't be is such an asshole to everybody.
Pinned message early so that you guys can see it when you join the chat and you understand what's going on. But there's more than one way.
Silent Weapons, I appreciate the 5. Big ups on pulling the Midnight Gin energy card. Phil says he wants a chill stream, but then complains why his chat's frozen.
Way to still talk to me if you would like to. We can still have a fun interactive stream.
Guys, not this chill. Wake up. Check your pulse.
And today, there you go. Okay, so,
I think maybe he doesn't have 1 year sub only mode on. Maybe he's just decided to say fuck it. I have no idea.
that's that. I'm just not going to bring it up because there's no point in bringing it up. There's no way to fix it. So why are you going to keep talking about it all day and give attention to nonsense? Instead, just do positive stuff, right? That's what I'm all about. Cool.
Willing to guess that YouTube has Phil flagged as a known complainer. Oh, is that a thing that can happen?
Yes, that is a
oh, goodness.
good point. I'm going to do that right now, Super Bonchan. Very quickly. Let's see here.
This is what happens when you call yourself bulletproof. Well, and you're just so rude to everybody. Calling everybody such rude names and then the ego, I'm better, I'm smarter. Listen, you can't just treat people any old kind of way and you can't just talk like that.
There we go.
I don't know, man. I have no idea. You know who? They were the 5. Big ups on pulling the Vestige Begamon card. It's hilarious how much he begrudgingly streamed to Kick. Only now to have to direct people over there. If he only wasn't such a douche from birth. Right. Yeah, and he's telling people to go over to Kick, where everybody on Kick just shits all over him. But, oh my gosh. Let me see here. I don't know if it's ZOMG or Oh my God or whatever it could be. Whatever it is, I'll screw it up. But thank you for the super chat anyway. Forgive my, unintelligent moment here. My wife thought DSP was 58. She didn't believe me when I said he was just 44. Oh my God. Yep, 44. That's right.
Okay. Cool.
Crazy Cat, thanks for the 5. YouTube has Phil filed under nuisance and crybaby to support LLMs. Big ups on pulling late stream coffee. Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh my gosh, Fatman69 dude, thank you for the 5. He just stated the chat freezing doesn't affect his money intake. There goes your case, pig brain. His brain is so smooth it's slippery.
All right, so
You guys are killing me, Smalls.
let's continue, shall we, everyone? So, I'm excited for today. By the way, tomorrow now the schedule also has changed because the schedule is all skewed and everything. Tomorrow we're going to do more Dark Souls 2.
Companies rate customers. Some are public like Uber, but there's always flags. Oh. So you can be like branded like on YouTube as like this guy's a pain in the ass? Oh, I did not know this.
On the first stream, and then the late stream tomorrow night, we're going to do TCG Card Shop Simulator, okay? And that's the week, because remember, I'm off from streaming on Wednesday, so it's a weird week, right? Like, I'm basically playing every game like once. Dark Souls 2, the exception, I'm playing it twice, but when you only have a very short streaming week, you got to cram in what you can, so that's how we're doing it. I'm off on Wednesday. When I come back on Thursday, we're going to have the premiere of Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. Resynced? I think it's Resynced. And probably what we'll do on Thursday night is that special stream that I talked about yesterday. What is that? I'll tell you. We're going to do a fun late night stream on Thursday night where I'm going to go into the closet and we're going to go into that bin of old retro games that I have that we did not look at during the Invest and Stay Marathon. There's NES games, there's PlayStation games, there's SNES games, there's a ton, like
Oh God, we'll skip Thursday night. This shit's gonna suck ass.
PS1, all kinds of stuff in there. And we're going to catalog what's in there, and we're going to value it and see what's in there, any hidden gems or anything, because we didn't get to finish that during the Invest and Stay, and that's like the last thing that I didn't do. And people seem to enjoy the chill vibes that we had when we were going through the games and looking at the quality and the
Yes, the chat's frozen. The chat pretty much froze like right when he showed up.
condition and the value. Some of the games were shocking, right? It was shocking how valuable some of them actually were. People were blown away by how valuable
Oh, I love that South Park episode. You're gonna cry all day, cry baby, when Radiohead shows up.
some of those games could be. And I agree. I think that it's wild that some of those games could be so valuable. Tanya Raven gifted 10 memberships on YouTube.
I love the frozen chat arc. It's beautiful. Who would have saw this coming? Like, how many things this year did we not have on the 2026 bingo card? Like, holy shit, Pokemon cards and shit.
And I do believe that these are legit, but I'm not sure, but I think so. Yes. Tanya Raven gifted 10 memberships on YouTube. Thank you to Tanya Raven. Sorry, obviously with chat not working, their pop-ups won't work either, but I can still shout out contributions. So thank you so much to Tanya Raven for 10 gifteds. That's amazing. Thank you for the support, and anyone who gets them, congrats. Just that we don't, people will get them. We just won't.
Big Ups movie sign. What did you miss? Did you see last night? Did you see the crash out? Holy fuck.
Know who, because it can't pop up in chat because the chat is frozen, okay? So just remember, everybody, that
Just remember what?
it is possible to unfreeze the chat. It's just a nuisance to do so. In fact, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to turn the chat to forget the 1 year sub only mode. There's no point.
Oh, there was still 1 year sub only mode. So he's going to take it away, I would expect.
I'm just going to
Since this is going to continue to happen anyway.
go back to the 5-minute sub mode. So now literally,
Oh, trust me, his first thought when he gets anything is never thank you, especially with memberships, yeah.
you know, anyone who's subbed for 5 minutes can chat again. And perhaps enough people will spam the chat that it will unfreeze. If not, I'm not going to freak out
Hint, hintity, hint, hint.
about it because you know what's going to happen. It's going to refreeze anyway. So what's the point in even caring about it unfreezing when it's just going to only be momentary? So anyway, yeah, I did open it up. Everyone should be able to try to chat. Not that it'll work, but there you go. And thank you so much, Tanya Raven. I'm going to be looking at that to look for contributions for people who contribute today, and I will shout them out. Thank you so much. Okay. So, good stuff, all right? And I'm excited for today, and I'm excited for the week. You know, we're going to have a good variety of content. Well, I'm actually excited for Black Flag because I haven't played it in a zillion
Right, yeah, but didn't you hear? This kid has cancer in his ass. That's such a good episode.
years, right? It was over a decade ago when Black Flag came out, and
The chili is delicious, chef. I hadn't planned on that.
I really, really like it. So, what are you talking about? It's still on 1 year only. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's 5-minute sub only mode on YouTube. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm staring at it right now. Okay.
How dare you? From the guy who thought he had that Bucketeer person banned and then went to the channel and then went, oh, I guess I don't have him banned. Yeah, I don't know if I can believe what's right in front of your eyes, sir.
And Kick Chat is fine, right? Kick Chat is 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute follower only. Okay, and everything else is fine. Okay, good. Good. Okay.
Okay, man. So
Okay, so
move
to
it
recap real
along.
quick,
There
I
you
want to talk
go.
about the Xbox situation. Today, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Chill Fun, and on the late stream, the conclusion of Resident Evil Code Veronica X.
Oh, we're already out of shit to talk about. We still have to sit through the Xbox hate boner.
Tomorrow, we're going to have another fun morning show. More Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is going Interestingly, let me just tell you, this is by far the most challenging playthrough of Dark Souls I've ever done. I'm not exaggerating. This playthrough is so difficult. Why is it difficult? Because basically, with this mod, this path tracing mod, I can't see anything. So areas that used to be easy to traverse are incredibly difficult to do anything in. A lot of the platforming, you're doing it blind, which is insane. You know, there was one point to get to the gutter, I had to turn off the path tracing mod to even see where I was going. But then when I got back to the gutter, I turned it back on. It's funny because some people are like, ditch the mod. And I'm like, I could, but then isn't it just going to be the same as my first Scholar of the First Sin playthrough? I guess the difference would be I'm playing on PC, so the graphics are better, but that's about it. At least with this path tracing mod, it's pretty wild how, you know, things can go. And it's been entertaining to see me fall and die a zillion times and, you know, comedy pratfalls and shit, basically. It's funny. I agree. Like, even me playing, like, oh, no. You notice I'm not getting overly frustrated playing it because at least it's a different spin to the playthrough. And, man, when the path tracing works and looks good, my God, it looks good. It looks absolutely gorgeous, okay? So I'm happy to keep doing it. Can't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow night, you know, TCG Card Shop Sim is always a good time. I'm excited to do that and expand the shop and continue on with some card opening madness. And then I'm off Wednesday, but when I come back Thursday, you got Assassin's Creed returning with Resynced Black Flag, which is one of my favorite Assassin's Creeds of all time. And then we're going to be doing the grading stream. I think I'll call it DSP Grades Them or something like that, where we're going to be grading all of the games, okay? Ghost of Willy 2 Guns, enjoy your band, don't come back. I've had enough of you. I love it. Love when people just say dumb stuff, and that's the end of them. I don't have to bother them anymore.
Getting feisty.
So that'll be fun. And then Friday, more Assassin's Creed. And yes, Friday night will be the return of Friday Night Fights. Friday Night Fights will basically be retro fighting games again. Hopefully we'll be able to get some competition. And it'll be a good time. The thing is, I'm here Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So we're going to be alternating. Probably like Saturday we'll do Pokemon. Sunday we'll do Dark Souls. Monday we'll do Assassin's Creed again. You see, we're going to alternate between them all. And then the night streams will be mixed up too. You know, there will be more TCG. But I will be looking to do some different stuff on the night streams this coming week. The question is, what? Because I'm eager to hear ideas. Like, what kind of stuff would you guys like to see on my late streams, right? I don't know. Right now, we really don't have much to toss into the late stream rotation because we kind of wrapped up all the stuff that we were playing on late night streams. So we're going to be looking for something else. And the question is, well, do we take some of the streams we're doing on the daytime and put it on the late stream? Or do we actually start some new projects? Maybe we do a stream of Steam recommendations again, and we look through games and we try, like, there's other games on Steam that I had on the wish list that I was thinking of playing, and I didn't play them yet. Maybe I could do a one-off stream of one of those games and see if it's any good, right?
Yeah, man. It's your stream. You can do whatever you want.
So
that's the cool thing about it.
We have things to experiment with, but we won't really worry too much about it until maybe the weekend, because I think we're good. Like, if we do TCG tomorrow, I'm off Wednesday. No, excuse me. If we do, yeah, TCG tomorrow, I'm off Wednesday. We do the game grading Thursday. DSP tries it Friday. We've already done a big regimen of stuff, so maybe Saturday we can do TCG again. And then by Sunday, Monday, we start trying different stuff. Maybe we'll do like an indie stream or whatever. I think that would work. So, okay. Look, we're going to talk about the Xbox story, but by the way, Tanya Raven apparently gifted another 10 memberships. And again, I'm checking, and the channel appears to be legit. It's a real YouTube channel that posts up and actively plays games, so these are legit. So thank you, Tanya Raven.
You also don't know that just because they have videos on my channel, Jesus Christ, on their channel.
For another 10 gifted.
You don't know that at all.
I very much appreciate that. Wow. So Tanya has gifted 20 memberships this morning. And again, congratulations to whoever's getting them. We can't see who's getting them because the YouTube chat's frozen. So because of that, we can't see who actually gets them. But
oh, does this mean no obnoxious pop-ups either? Oh, that's going to be nice, y'all.
hopefully whoever's getting
No obnoxious pop-ups and
them is enjoying them. And again, I
this might go better than expected.
apologize that YouTube chat is frozen. It can be unfrozen if enough people kind of spam the chat, but I don't think that there's going to be enough people to really bother today. Now Tanya Raven did a $2 super chat. I sent you 10 gifted membership twice. Confirm. I just did. Thank you, Tanya Raven. Now a $2 super chat. Thank you for all the support. That is so nice of you, Tanya. I very much appreciate that. And now a $2 super chat on top of that. Very, very much appreciated. And again, everyone who got them, enjoy. Hopefully you enjoy it. Sorry you can't really take advantage of it now. Here's the thing. The chat thing, it's not going to be forever. It's eventually going to be fixed. It's not going to happen every stream. It's just, for now,
You said you weren't going to talk about it the whole time. No, this will be all he talks about the whole time.
what's going to happen is like, well, I'm not going to let it bother me. Let's just continue on. You know, I'm not going to sit here and just stew about it or whatever. Let's just move on, okay? Okay, so we got a big story to cover, everybody. Are you ready for this?
Oh, no. This is going to blow.
I'm not. This is awful, okay? But I think we all saw it coming, okay? Here we go. Now, everyone is reporting on this, so I could literally scroll through the X timeline, and literally every single person is covering it,
The news from Twitter again.
okay? But the story is, Xbox is laying off 3...
That is his internet going wonky as Rawfill is still up. So it's something wrong with him.
to sell off or spin off or just outright get rid of 5 of its first-party studios. So let's actually go through the studios that it's actually going to get rid of first off. The first is Double Fine. So this is the studio that was founded by Tim Schafer. Anyone remember Tim? You know, the guy who used to make those point-and-click adventure games way back in the 90s? First half of the game was absolutely exceptionally good. Like, super good. Like, wow, this is an amazing point-and-click adventure game. Great plot, great voice acting, great puzzles, everything good. And then the second half of the game kept getting delayed and having issues. Everyone's like, what's going on? Finally, he released the second half of the game, and it was exactly the same as the first half. Exact same locations, reused assets. He basically added nothing new, because what we found out was that he blew the whole budget. He literally blew the whole budget on the first half and didn't have any money to make the second half, so it's just a horrendously rushed game. And I hate to say it, a lot of the games out of the studio, some they're okay. Like Brutal Legend was okay for the first half. That is an action strategy game starring Jack Black. And again, I think they blew the budget on Jack Black, because when you get halfway through it, it's the same thing over and over, and it gets really boring. What about Psychonauts? I mean, Psychonauts, you can argue, is a cult classic. And what I mean by that is, both Psychonauts 1 and 2 are good games. I want to emphasize this. They are actually quite good games. But did they ever hit mainstream status or popularity? No. Like, not at all. Psychonauts 2 is probably one of the most botched games ever. So it was on Game Pass. And when they released it, there was absolutely no advertisement, no hoopla, nothing. They just put it on Game Pass and expected that people were going to play it. No one did. Even though I played it, I loved it. I thought it was an outstanding game. Almost no one played.
Why are we doing all this? Batman69, thank you for the 2. God, I wish Bucketeer froze Phil's stream instead. And big ups on pulling the almighty Tevin detractor card.
And that's kind of the history of Double Fine. Like, they'll come out with a game and it's good, but they never really get mainstream attention. It's kind of confusing when Xbox bought them to begin with. Yeah. How about Compulsion Games? Wow, look at this amazing lineup. So Contrast, which was a puzzle platformer. I actually remember when I got my PS4, this game was already there for free on PS4 at launch. So I played it for a little bit. I thought it was all right, but I didn't love it. Then they made We Happy Few. Well, we all know what happened with that game. It was a game that was in early access for the longest time, and it looked good with all the previews and everything. But when the game finally fully released, it was buggy. It was incredibly repetitive. It wasn't very interesting. It seemed good on paper, but when the game actually released, it just wasn't all so good. So again, poor execution. And now their latest outing, South of Midnight, right? A game that kind of plays like a game from the, maybe mid to early 2000s. Feels kind of like almost like a Ratchet and Clank style action platforming hybrid. And has a unique art style and a unique location being in like the deep South America. And it has all that kind of bayou, almost New Orleans style. But it didn't sell at all. It was on Game Pass. Some people played it, but it massively undersold. So are you starting to see the pattern here? These are the studios that Xbox bought. Why? They basically bought up all these like underperforming studios that weren't really doing that well. How about Arcade Lion? Now, Arcane Lion, we have to basically be clear here, all right? Arcane Lion is not all of Arcane Studios. It's one branch of Arcane Studios. I believe it's based in London. And taking a look, Arx Fatalis, Dark Messiah of Might and Magic, Dishonored, Dishonored 2, Wolfenstein Youngblood, Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, Deathloop, and the upcoming Marvel Blade game, right? So you're like, oh, wait, some of those games sound good. Dishonored was great. You're absolutely right. Dishonored 1 was great, and they co-developed it with their Austin team, which Xbox is keeping. Dishonored 2 wasn't as good, and they were the lead developers. Wolfenstein Youngblood was the worst game in the entire Wolfenstein franchise. That was the one where you play as the main character's daughters, and it's completely ridiculous. The plot is so silly. It's like the entire plot of the game is girl power nonsense, and it really goes off the rails, and it's just not a very good game at all. Terrible. Deathloop. Don't get me started on Deathloop. The game that all the gaming media kissed its ass up, down, left, and right, claiming it was like the best game of the year. 10 out of 10. You play it, you're like, this game is boring as dirt. Like, it's interesting for a couple of hours until you realize the entire game is the same formula of just redoing the same stages over and over, trying to see different outcomes of, killing a certain person or getting a certain item. It's incredibly boring. The plot is also interesting only for the first half. The second half, it completely goes off the rails and is not good. And the ending is atrocious. So, it's just not a very good game. So that's what Arcane Lion has been doing, and they were making a Blade game, but the Blade game essentially has suffered the exact same fate of the Blade movie that was in development. Basically, the movie got stopped, and everyone's, oh, they're not going to make the movie anymore. Marvel just decided against it. Well, the game's been in development hell, apparently ran way over budget. They ran out of money and didn't know what to do. Well, now they won't matter because Xbox is getting rid of them. Shout out to the Mad Villain for a $5 super chat. I appreciate that, Mad Villain. Thank you so very much. Again, any contributions on the YouTube side, I'll manually shout out and I can see them. So thank you so much. Oh, the leaderboard's off. Thank you so much, Mad Villain, for a $5 super chat. That's our biggest one of the day.
I wondered why it looked not so busy.
Keep in mind,
The stupid leaderboard wasn't
you
up.
need to put messages into the super chats that I can read if you have something that you want
Yeah, he didn't want that leaderboard going in that really professional video that he sent out trying to get YouTube's help.
to say or chime in. I appreciate that very much. And you can still talk to me in the Kick Chat. You can tag me in the Kick Chat if you guys want to talk to me. Okay. All right. So that's 3 out of 5. The fourth one, I don't think anyone's going to be too surprised at this one, to be honest with you. Ninja Theory. So what games did Ninja Theory make? Kung Fu Chaos, Heavenly Sword. Remember that one from way back in the day? It was like a PS3 launch title, Heavenly Sword. Enslaved Odyssey to the West, which actually is a pretty good game in my opinion. DMC Devil May Cry, the insanely failed Devil May Cry reboot attempt from 2013. Fight Back, never heard of it. Disney Infinity, 2014 and 2015, where they did combat development assistance. Well, Disney Infinity was canceled completely. Dex, never heard of it. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Their one claim to fame, right? Their one game that at the time was visually stunning to be on a console. The graphics were the selling point. Outside of that, the gameplay was decent. The story was kind of unique. And everyone was like, this is a good starting point. We hope they do better. Then in 2024, they came out with Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and it was actually worse than the first game. right? The story wasn't as good. The graphics no longer held up because technology had advanced so far, and the graphics kind of look similar to the first game. So it's like, oh, so the graphics don't blow me away anymore. And overall, it was just a slog. It was quite repetitive and boring, and nowhere near as good as the original game. So, I mean, that's what they've come out with recently. So, what are they doing? You know what I mean? And again, you look at this like, what? Damn, this is what Xbox bought? This next one, I'm going to be honest here. This is sad. If you don't know, Undead Labs was like the Cinderella story back in 2013. It was a game company no one had ever heard of. And out of nowhere, they came out with this game called State of Decay. And it was, at the time, I believe it was digital only. Like, there was no physical release for it when it came out originally. It was like a digital only download on Xbox. And it was fun. It was open world survival. You had to recruit different survivors, and each one had different attributes that could help your entire team. Like, maybe one's good at farming, so they grow the crops so you can eat. One's good at combat, so that's the one you send out to fight the zombies and save other survivors. And it was like a base building survival game, but it actually had a very good story. So basically, these people came out of nowhere. No one knew who they were, and all of a sudden, overnight, they were very popular. And they were almost like the darling of 2013. That summer, there was like nothing going on in gaming. And then when it came out, everyone was like, oh my gosh, they were developing for the longest time State of Decay 2. 5 years. And everyone's like, wow, this game's going to be great. It took 5 years to make. You know it's going to be great. Well, all of a sudden, and this actually was one of the first cases of this happening. All of a sudden, all these influencers, not big gamers, but influencers, started playing this game 2 weeks early on the internet. And everyone's like, why did they get it early? Now, this was before this was a common practice. We're talking 2018, so this is 8 years ago, right? Before it became a common practice for people to just get the game way early and be able to
Is this just like shit on everything hour? Like all the games that suck and all the developers that suck and oh, boo-hoo, people get copies of the game before I do and blah, 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 and everyone's an asshole and everyone's stupid. Like, I don't know. This is like making me feel some type of way. This is like bitter and angry and I don't know, man. Man, thanks for the 5, honey. I appreciate you. Old news still, story, Phil. Should cover the diaper shortage going on. It affects him directly. He's ruining his denim. If it was blue, it's brown now.
They were doing this with influencers. Like, what? I don't get this. I called it out. I literally called it out on the internet. And I was like, so these people are getting paid to play the game. It's pretty obvious, right? They're taking the bag. These are not going to be legit reviews or streams that you're watching. When it finally comes out.
Oh, yes. You figured everything out before everybody else did. I know.
On Friday, I'll actually play it. And you can see an honest person tell you what he thinks, right? I'm not kidding you. The influencers called me out and said, I'm just jealous and sour grapes because, you know, I don't get the games early. And,
you are.
Because of that, I'm upset other people making money and being successful. To which I was like, what? I don't try to get games early. I legit, that's actually the opposite of my philosophy. My philosophy is I get games for myself. I buy them with my own money on release day. So I can actually review them fairly. Not that I feel like I now have to have a skewed opinion of the game because someone did me a favor and gave it to me early and I'm going to get extra views and extra money. Like, that's the idea. I'm trying to be legit and honest with my audience. I don't want stuff early, right? I don't. So what are you talking about? And that was the thing. The influencers were upset because I had exposed their grift. I had exposed their bullshit. They were all actually playing State of Decay 2 and kissing its ass saying it was the best game ever. It was actually terrible. When the game came out.
And he invented YouTube and Let's Plays and the internet and electricity and the car.
It had less features than the first game. It had almost no story. Instead, they had turned it into a co-op online game, and that was the focus. So if you weren't playing it with other people online, the game actually sucked ass. So they went from a game that was like the best game of summer 2013 to a mid-game, if that, in 2018 after 5 years of development. So that's why they've been now developing State of Decay 3 for 8 years. What the fuck are they doing? 8 years to make a stupid zombie survival game? Are you out of your mind? Who's gonna wait 8 fucking years to play State of Decay 3 when 2 sucked? So these are the studios that Xbox is either cutting or basically spinning off and saying, we don't.
Maybe not everybody thought 2 sucked.
Don't own them anymore, all right? Are we surprised? No. But at the same time, the question is, why did they even buy some of them? Phil Spencer, again, seemed like he had absolutely no self-control. He had all this money. I'm just going to spend it. Wait, Phil, hold on. What games are you actually...
Well, you would be the one who doesn't know anything about self-control, so I guess maybe you could pick that up better than anybody else. Are you picking up your own scent, perhaps?
Putting out that anyone wants to play. Out of everything we just went through, right? Arguably, probably the most successful game out of everything we just looked at was probably the original Dishonored, which was just co-designed with another team, or the original Hellblade. That's about it. These 5 studios have pumped out the grand total of 2 games that anyone wanted to play. So why'd you buy them?
I don't think that's true at all. What games did you make, sir? What games have you made?
So I'm not shocked that this is happening. Honestly, Phil Spencer, under the guise of being the dude bro gamer leader, I am one of you, right? I'm one of you. Therefore, you should trust me because I know what I'm doing, right? He basically led
this from the head professor at fucking Trust Me Bro University.
Xbox down a path of ruin. And it's kind of weird because Phil Spencer was the antithesis of the previous CEO of Xbox, Don Mattrick. But what we're seeing here is that neither extreme works. So allow me to explain what I mean by that. Okay?
Oh, please don't explain what you mean by that.
Okay. Don Mattrick was the ultimate hands-on control freak. He, during the launch of Xbox One, wanted to do all kinds of industry-changing moves. He wanted it to be that you couldn't share the disc with your friend because each disc of a game had a digital license that was assigned to your Xbox account. Therefore, you can't game share, ever, okay? He wanted to eventually go digital only and get rid of disk drives, okay? He wanted to do all these things. He wanted to make the Kinect integrated with the Xbox One and all that. So he was insanely hands-on control freak kind of guy. The problem was the control that he was exerting, no one was ready for. You know, at that point in, what was it, 2013, no one wanted to go digital only. No one was ready for a diskless console. No one wanted to connect, that's for sure. So to force that stuff down everyone's throat, everyone's like, wow, what a dick. He thinks he's so smarter than everyone else, but we don't want anything that he's selling, right? Phil Spencer was the antithesis of Don Mattrick. He gets control of Xbox, and he doesn't do anything. He's just like, well, let's let all the creatives do whatever they want. So what ends up happening is over a decade where there's no control of the ship, right? The rudder is, no one's touching it. So the ship's going with the movement of the ocean and the current. It's going all over the place. It's spinning. It's getting shipwrecked and shit. No one is directing this company. In the meanwhile, Phil Spencer's acting like he's the gamer buddy of everybody, so everyone just likes him because he's so opposite of what Don Mattrick was, and he doesn't act like an asshole publicly. He doesn't act full of himself, so everyone just likes the guy, even though if you actually look at the time that Phil Spencer was in charge of Xbox, realistically, what did they really do? They tanked Gears of War. They tanked Halo. They basically tanked every franchise that they were known for. They tanked. They ruined all of the actual Xbox IPs, so no one wanted to play them anymore, okay? Outside of that, what else did he do? Well, Game Pass. Now, that's true, and I will admit, Game Pass has been the absolute one big thing that came out of Xbox in the last 10 to 15 years, and Game Pass changed the industry. It made it that people now are thinking of things digitally and subscription-wise rather than buying each game piecemeal, right? And when Game Pass was at its peak, when it was cheap and it was adding tons of games every month and it was working, people saw it as an excellent value. And so people would be like, hey, if I'm going to buy a console, I have two choices. Get the absolute best graphics and get all the exclusives that are Sony exclusives if I buy a PS5, or maybe sacrifice just a little bit graphically, but actually get an amazing subscription service that for like $15 a month, I get access to a ridiculous amount of games, old and new, and I don't have to keep spending money every month on games, right? That's amazing, quite frankly. That's like a groundbreaking thing, and it was working, except they were actually putting the entire business hedged on it, and that's never going to work. Yes, it could be one piece of your business, but you actually need to
Well, then you better be careful with them Pokemon cards.
have a reason to purchase
Is he ever happy? Absolutely not.
an Xbox and invest in Game Pass. And if it's all third-party games that are being added to Game Pass, you know what I'm saying? You need to have a reason. If they had Game Pass, oh, by the way, groundbreakingly amazing Gears of War game, award-winning, best-in-class in the industry Halo game, and these are all on Game Pass, then maybe they could have won. But instead, Phil Spencer just said to these studios, do what you will, and these studios went over budget, they went out of control, they didn't have any kind of results. I mean, I want you to realistically think about this, okay? Chat just unfroze, wow. Chat finally unfroze after like an hour, so you guys should be able to talk for a few minutes, but likely what'll happen is it's gonna freeze again. But you can talk right now if you would like to. Okay, so, what ended up happening was, take a look at studios that used to put out games, like Bethesda, right? Bethesda used to put out multiple Fallout games, Doom, Elder Scrolls, right? And more. What has Bethesda done in the last 5 years? They put out one Doom game that no one really liked, and they keep putting out DLCs for Fallout 76. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's it. Like, that's literally it. That's all they're doing. Nothing else. Why? They used to be a tried and true, well-regarded, productive studio. What happened? Phil Spencer happened. When he bought up all these studios, he basically just let them do whatever they wanted, and
Gee, it's almost like something good goes on and then a fill happens, isn't it?
since they have no guidelines, no actual expectations, nothing that they have to, produce to, they just all lost control. And in today's announcement from Asha Sharna, one of the big things that she announced is a complete internal restructuring of Xbox. Get this, I couldn't believe this when I read it. I'm not gonna read it word for word. She basically says, at Xbox, the leadership structure got so bad, sometimes there were up to 14 levels of leadership and management from top to bottom of the company. 14 levels? So when you hear the story about the development hell of certain games, for example, Starfield, and you heard the developer who quit and then was interviewed and said, yeah, we needed a chair to be made for a scene in Starfield, just a chair. And basically, to get the chair made, we had to go through so many levels of approval, it took 3 months to get the chair. What? It took 3 months to get a chair made? Yeah, because first my manager had to approve it, then it had to be given to another department, then it had to be given to another department, then it had to be given to another one, and another one, and another one, and it's like, wait, what? Like, are you insane? Yeah, that's insane. Like, that's literally fucking nuts. How would you ever get any work done? You know what I'm saying? Like, ever. How would you ever have any level of productivity if you have to wait so long to get a simple...
Why is Flatman B freaking out over here? What is your psychotic obsession with me? Move on. No means no. Freaking retarded alert. What? What is happening? I don't know, Dapper Dragon. What the fuck is Flatman crying about over there?
thing approved, that's just wild. Now, who should be sure that that doesn't happen at the company? The people in charge at the top, Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond, and they just ignored it and did no work. I'm going to repeat myself. They weren't working. They were just figureheads for the company, but they weren't actually working. Because working insinuates you make tough decisions. You actually lead. And they weren't doing that at all. They were coming to work every day, sitting around, fucking around, being, oh, I'm going to do an interview today. I'm going to fuck around. Oh, look, Phil Spencer's playing games. I document how much he plays games. How about you work today? Before you accept your paycheck or you crash the fucking company completely, how about you do some actual work today?
Be very, very careful. Your ice is very thin. Oh my God.
I guess not. So, yeah, pretty pathetic that the company fell apart. 14 levels of leadership. What the hell is going on? So Asha Sharna is doing...
Psycho stalker alert. Psycho stalker alert. Is this guy on, like, the drugs? Like, what's happening?
She's redesigning the company from the ground up. She has these new levels.
Herbs has been trolling him. Oh.
And it's very technical. I'm not going to get into it. It's very businessy and very technical. But she's basically like no more than like 3 levels. And there'll be people who are responsible within each company to get stuff done because they never... I mean, I want you to think about that. There was no one responsible. She outright says it in her announcement today. We had no one responsible for anything. Therefore, nothing ever got done. Yeah, no shit. Anyone who runs a business should tell you there's got to be someone fucking responsible for results. Anyway, yeah. So basically what Asha Sharna is doing is restructuring the company so it's actually a functional company. Genius, right? Like, wow, that's like fucking genius level stuff, huh? To restructure the company so it works, right? So anyway, yeah. Now, the unfortunate aftermath of this is that they have to cut a ton of jobs.
Oh, dear God in heaven. Fatman69, dude, thank you for the 5. He brought up Flatman multiple times in a 3-hour rant last night. He kept calling him Flathead. That's what Flatman is talking about. I don't know. This like all sounds like so... I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that, oh my God, this is like so dented. Nick, thanks for the 5. I appreciate you. Man, I'm hoping his professional video to YouTube will be covered by Charlie, like that Reddit mod from Livestream Fails that made that video to the CEO. That's so good. I don't think Charlie really cares about this dude, be honest. I think Charlie, I don't know, Asmund might cover it. Asmund might cover the crash out, but I don't know if Sir Moist will. Crazy Cat, thanks for the 5, honey. Advice from Phil, who checks notes, worked for like 3 years, right, at a job that Daddy got him.
Over 3,000 people will be laid off as a result of this restructuring. It sucks, but there's one person responsible for that, Phil Spencer. I'm going to repeat that. There's one person responsible for the fact that over 3,000 people are going to lose their jobs, Phil Spencer. He's the one who ruined the company. He fucked it up. When he took it over from Don Matrick, okay, yes, they were in dire straits because Don Matrick had been a dick, but he still had goodwill and control, and he fucked it up. Through his lack of leadership, through his awful judgments, through his overspending. To be honest, those 3,000 people shouldn't have ever had those jobs because they weren't actually doing anything meaningful. They were just sitting there and wasting away and not making any gains. That's not their fault. That's Phil Spencer's fault, okay? But it sucks because here they are thinking, wow, it's my dream job. I'm working for Microsoft. I'm working for Xbox. I'm working for one of the big game companies, huge developing, right? We're going to do it, man. We're going to, and then...
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're just like rambling on and on and on, Grandpa. Merle, thanks for the 220. I appreciate you. Flatman's PayPal got hacked and blames Phil. Oh, equals Ferbs trolling. Well, then, Flatman, why the fuck are you still here? Then get the fuck out of here, then, if you think that that's why that happened.
They probably never got anything done. I want you to think about that. You get hired by Xbox, you never make a game. You work there for 5 years, you never actually put out a game. You just keep pumping out assets, writing code, fucking around. A game never releases. Now you're losing your job. So what's on your resume? I worked for Xbox for 5 years, I never put out a game.
What's on your resume? What do you list before or after jerking off on camera? Like, what's on your resume, sir?
Absolutely terrible. So, yeah, the situation is awful, but this has to happen, all right? The worst thing that Xbox could do is staying the course with their bullshit and thinking that, oh, everything is an Xbox, everyone buy Game Pass. That was never going to fly. And we knew it the moment when we started seeing that nonsense. Every device is an Xbox, your phone is an Xbox, your fucking watch is an Xbox. It's like, you're an idiot. You're not selling a product anymore. No, Game Pass is what it is. No one's going to subscribe to Game Pass when there's no value added. You can keep raising the price and everyone's going to unsubscribe. You're not adding any new games that anyone wants because your IPs are valueless. You've ruined your effectively big IPs. No one cares for them anymore. So, like, what have you done? It's remarkable. The story of Xbox.
I don't think he knows what resumes are, to be fair. Possibly.
It's failure.
Oh yeah, there you go. 4th place at
Evo. One of the most
Evo.
epic failures in business history, and it's solely because they have the wrong people in charge, like epically bad leadership. Anyway, so that's what's going on. 5 studios are gone from Xbox, and they're gonna.
He's riding a $67 money buff. Oof. Jeez.
Go indie or looking for buyers, and a ton of people are about to get laid off or have been laid off as of this morning. That's incredibly sad because those people did absolutely nothing wrong. It's the leadership that really should suffer, but they never do. Because I want you to think about this. Phil Spencer was ceremoniously allowed to leave Xbox, and they paid him. They paid the man who ruined the company money to leave. Does that make any sense? No, of course it doesn't. When you're a leader and you're in charge, You're responsible. You are. So if you're responsible and the company fails, why are you rewarded on the way out?
Sometimes they pay you to get you out. Sometimes people sign things called contracts and it doesn't work out, but you're so desperate to get rid of them. You have to fulfill the obligation of the contract. Again, sometimes people are just paid like, here, take like, let's just say like $1 million. Like, here, take $1 million and just go. Just get the fuck out of here. You're ruining everything, or whatever the case may be.
He should have been unceremoniously shit-canned. And when Asha Sharna came in, the first thing she should have said was,
Again, sometimes you can't just do that.
everything he did was wrong. He didn't know what he was doing. Now we got to save this company from his train wreck. That's exactly what should have happened. But instead, the guy got paid millions of dollars. He got a golden parachute to ruin everyone's careers. I just don't understand these industries. I really don't. It's wild. So it's incredibly unfortunate. It's incredibly upsetting that all these people are losing their jobs. Yeah, I'm upset by it too. I really am. But that's life. And now hopefully, with these crazy changes and big swooping things, it sounds good to me. You're telling me you're going to completely redo the management structure. People will be responsible. You're demanding results that games be made. That's all good news. That's exceptionally good news. Bring back results. Make Todd Howard, that joker over there at Bethesda who's literally put out 0 fucking products, make him put a product out for once. Seriously, you're gonna tell me 2 fucking seasons of the Fallout TV show were big hits and this Joker had no games? None. All right. Well, that's enough about that. I think I said enough about it.
Yeah, you didn't really say anything about anything. You just complained about the same stuff over and over and over again. So, Darkside Rancher, thank you for the 5. It's called severance pay, Mr. I have a finance degree. The man left and was likely entitled to what he got.
The very few people who were able to talk, like Yak Almighty said, game developers get paid to make games, not ship them. I think they're just cashing on Microsoft while never releasing games so they can keep getting paid. Like what you're insinuating is essentially Todd Howard knows that as long as he shows that people are working, they're not responsible for putting out a game. Well, I think that's my point. They should be. And that's exactly what Asha Sharna should be doing right now, saying you must make games that can sell and make money. That's your point. That's your job. Your job isn't to fuck around all day with ideas that fail. Your job is to actually make games we can sell for profits, right? So, yeah, I do think that this change is positive, and hopefully things will turn around. I really want things to turn around for Microsoft, to be frank. I really do. I want them to come back. I want competition. As I said many times before, competition breeds innovation. When you have companies that are directly competing with each other for the top spot, they have to try harder. They have to make better games. They have to make better hardware. They have to give more value for the dollar. What's happened is everyone stopped competing, and when they did, look what's happened. Games have gotten worse. Hardware isn't as good anymore, and now it's more expensive. What the shit? No one's competing anymore, therefore, we're all getting screwed. We need competition back. We need to have multiple companies that are actually competing for dominance, prominence, sales. We need that back, and hopefully we'll get that back. I think eventually we will, but we need to stay the course and not lose hope. Gaming is a great hobby. It's a great part of our culture. It's a great part of entertainment, and it does suck the part that the situation we're in right now, right? The time we're going through right now.
I was going to say competition like Raw Phil, competition like Alt, and the folks over at That Being Said, WPIG, competition like Tevin, or Duty, or myself, or anybody else? Really? Yeah.
It's terrible. I'll agree with everyone here because I know a lot of people are like,
just call it friendly competition, man.
man, doom and gloom. Gaming sucks right now. Right now, the best times in gaming are just sitting on Steam, picking up indie games and fucking around. They're better than most of the mainstream games that are coming out, and that's sad. The industry needs a course correction. And it looks like Asha Sharna is trying to course correct and get Xbox back on track. I think some of the changes she's making are the right moves. It just really sucks that so many people now have to suffer and lose their jobs as a result of the insanely bad choices that Phil Spencer's made for a decade. But that's business. It's terrible, but...
Yeah, but he's gone now, honey, so you really have to let the hate boner go. Like, you really do.
it's tough.
Big ups to Tevin for making the end of that marathon bearable. I mean, you gotta, like, salute to fucking Tevin. I don't know how the man can do it. Yeah, there you go. Indrid, marked one. Yep. And Leet, everybody else. Like, yeah, it's called competition, man. Some of the folks that people have listed in the chat that I listed, you might like some of them, you might not like other ones, but I know one thing for sure. No matter what detractors you do or don't like, nobody fucking likes you, dude. Yeah, man. So it's called competition.
Hopefully things will right. Okay, got a couple quick tips here to shout out. Big Larry Gaming, thank you for $2. He says, did you ever play King's Quest game? They're interesting point-and-click adventure games. Hilarious voice acting, and I was watching videos on it. I have not. I'm aware of the series. I know it exists, but I never actually was able to play it. I do know that they were prominent a long time ago. Like today, you don't really hear anyone talking about King's Quest, right? That was, like, again, a different era of gaming. But no, I've never played any of them. Thank you for the $2. And let's see here. Someone tipped $2 and said something stupid, so I ignore you and I take your $2. Thank you for the $2, stupid idiot. All right.
Ooh, aren't you just all big and bad, man?
Okay, folks, so that's pretty much the topics that I had for today's morning show. Normally, this would be the time when I would say, let's open up the show to Q&A. We've got about 10 minutes left. Let's talk. The problem is we only have one live chat right now. Okay, the other one just keeps getting frozen, and there's not much that can really happen about that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, do we get to like skip fucking Q&As now? Because the chat doesn't work? Oh, yes.
the chat
No obnoxious pop-ups, no fucking Q&A. Oh,
just freezes over and over, and it's probably, you know, it's never good. Yeah, you can see. So the chat unfroze. I wasn't even looking. The chat unfroze. They spammed it, and then it froze again. Yeah, I wasn't even looking at it because I was over
thought we weren't doing this anymore. Move on.
on another tab. And this is just going to continue to happen over and over. It's just a bunch of idiots. So.
So you might as well not even talk about it anymore and just roll on. Why don't you go take you've been here for like, what, 45 minutes? Why don't you go take your union mandated break for 15 minutes?
I'm not going to bother even, you know, messing with it. When I see an account like that, I'll ban it or whatever. But let's see here. There we go. So the chat may or may not unfreeze during the day. If it does, great. If it doesn't, well, I'm not going to freak out about it. Remember, just going to reiterate because there's a lot of people now on stream who weren't there earlier. You can still talk with me if you join the Kick chat. The Kick channel is DSP Gaming Real, and that is an open chat. It's working fine. You can tag me in there. We can talk whenever you want. If you contribute via YouTube, I still see your contributions. Thank you to Tanya Raven and Mad Villain, who both contributed this morning via YouTube chat. We had some super chats and membership. That's awesome of you. I see that, and I can't shout it out when it happens.
Oh, the colored bubbles don't even show up in the chat. Yeah, that's really going to tank the donos and shit on YouTube, which YouTube is where he makes the majority of his money now. So this could potentially be really bad.
You can tip me. If you tip me, I can see that as well. So there's still ways to interact. It's all good. But I apologize to the YouTube audience. Right now, no one's helped. You know, I reached out to YouTube multiple.
No one's helped. You got it, though, man. Everyone's so stupid and so dented and so fucking retarded. Like, you got this, man, right? One-man army the fuck over here. You got it, man, right?
Times they're not.
Everyone else is so stupid. All your trolls are stupid. Whoever's doing this to you is stupid. YouTube is stupid. So it sounds like the only one who isn't stupid is you. So you got this, man. You're good.
Helping. No one seems to know the technical way to solve this problem. So we're just going to have to bear with it for now.
Maybe don't be a huge douchebag.
And continue on. What can you do, right? Not going to let it ruin anything. We're going to continue on positively. All right? Cool. All right, so what I'd like to say is, oh, hold on a second. Midnight 5000 with a very generous 100 SAR contribution. And I'm actually trying to figure out, SAR. What is SAR? There we go. Saudi Royals. That's $26.61. Thank you so very much to Midnight. He said Xbox needs to do this. Hop back to the Xbox 360 day. You're right. I mean, that's crazy to think about. I want you to think about this. Back in the time of the Xbox 360, so we're talking about 2006-ish, right? The prominent times. It was Xbox 360 versus PS3 versus the Nintendo Wii. And during that time frame, we saw some of the biggest levels of innovation, competition. Again, why? Because everyone was in competition for the top spot. Everyone was trying their absolute positive best to pump out the best games, to give you the best console, the best value for the dollar. And the consumer won. 100%, the consumer was the big winner back then because the companies wanted to do best. They wanted to win your business. And what ended up happening was, in the last decade, number one, the leadership went absolutely, let's be honest, awful, right? The leadership, atrocious. And then on top of that, the industry kind of flipped. And since Xbox kind of lost prominence because of Phil Spencer, Sony got lazy. And Sony said, well, we don't have to compete anymore, right? We don't have to try hard because we don't have any competition. We're dominant in the console market when it comes to either unique IPs or hardware. We know we're the top dogs. So why even bother? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's terrible. That's the opposite of what we want. We want everyone working hard against each other. But that Xbox 360, PS3, Wii era, think of how many original great franchises started then. Think about the innovations that we had even in controls of games, like the controllers. Remember, that's when everything started doing online voice chat.
Okay, I don't think that's me. I don't think it's Raw Phil either.
Get it? I was a PC gamer back in the day.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm not sure what happened there.
And I loved playing games like Unreal Tournament, you know, and the original Call of Duties and stuff on PC. Then I became a console guy. We're on the era of, you know, Xbox 360, PS3, and I consistently played on consoles until like 2 years ago. But now that I'm back into PC gaming, I'm like, dude, PC is the way to go. Yeah, there are games you cannot play on PC, notably the Nintendo games, but outside of Nintendo, almost every single game can be played on PC with better graphics, with tweaks that are better, and all those things that I heard over the years about the foibles of PC gaming are just kind of, how can I say, urban legends, right? I always heard, oh, most PC games, when you buy them and you try to play them at launch, they're horrible. They crash. They don't work right. That does happen to some extent with certain games. But take a look at the last 2 years of all the PC games that I played at launch. Almost all of them have run beautifully. Maybe like Star Wars Outlaws is the one game that I know that I spent a lot of money on, and when I went to play it, the fucking thing ran like shit. It did. It was terrible. But outside of that, Most games run really, really well on PC. And now with the new technology of, the upscaling, DLSS and all that shit, and all the frame generation, it's basically even better than ever, right? So that's kind of not a big deal. And the other thing was also, if you have a PC, you have to constantly be spending money to upgrade it and stuff. That's not true. My PC is 2 years old. It runs everything at 4K. At a minimum 60 frames, most of the time 120. Maybe another 2 years, then I'll start to see, like a decline of the performance of the PC. But for now, it's running fine. It is. It's running fine. So I'm not really too worried about that or thinking that I'm going to have to eventually go back and keep upgrading my PC.
Had enough, Crazy Cat. Big up, Sonny. Have a good day. Don't blame you.
Not really. I will probably get a solid 2-3 more years of performance out of this PC until I'm finally like, all right, maybe it's time to upgrade because now it's not cutting it anymore, right? So, yeah, no, I agree. Xbox needs to go back to the old days. They need to become prominent again. I don't know if they will. I do hope they do. Because again, competition breeds innovation. If they can become a big source of games again, and when people think about games synonymous, Xbox is a name that people care about again, that's only going to benefit everybody. It is. It really is. We used to have a big three. Now we have what? Nothing? Like, I don't think that Sony, Nintendo, or Xbox there's no big three anymore, right? So because of that, that's why we're in the situation we're in. Why do you think E3 lost prominence? Okay. Well, Merch Father says, I think you're nostalgia maxing. GTA 6 is this year. That'll be a hotter game than Ratchet and Clank. Hey, maybe GTA 6 is the start of the resurgence of modern AAA gaming. I don't know. You could be right. We don't know much about it. They haven't shown a goddamn thing. But it's supposedly coming out in November, so you're right. Maybe this will actually be the big resurgence for everybody, and we'll actually see games blow up AAA again. I don't know. You could be right, okay? So by the way, wow, guys, thank you. Amazing support. We're at $96 of support already today. Thank
97, unless you can't look up.
you. We're only $4 away from opening our
3.
first qualified pack of Pokemon cards. We already have one coming because we're going to play Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. But we could have 2 at 100, 3 at 150. Again, if someone does a big contribution of $50 or more, that will qualify for more cards. Thank you. I was not expecting the morning show to get this level of support. So I want to say thank you to everyone here. You guys have been awesome so far. And especially the fact that the stupid chat nonsense, the fact that you're supporting in droves, I really appreciate it. Okay? All right. So what we'll do is just another couple minutes here. If anyone wants to talk, tag me in the Kick chat. Sadly, the YouTube chat's frozen.
Yeah, we know, man. You might as well
see,
just
that's not true.
consider that for the
Metropole
rest of
says,
the
he
day.
did a 10-pound super chat. He says, you might have tried this already. I saw pausing and unpausing the live chat can fix the freezing. It clears the browser cache. Well, first of all, thank you, Metropole. Let's get that contribution added to the leaderboard. Let's see what pounds are worth today. I'm not even sure.
Oh, yeah, we got to do that tip conversion. We might miss out on 63 cents.
10 pounds would be worth $13.39. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
$3.39.
you so much, Metropole, for that. So now we're to 110 of support, which means indeed 2 packs to open, and we're en route to 3. Thank you so much. You're saying pausing and unpausing, right? I tried that yesterday. It didn't work. But just for the sake of it, like here, how would you pause and unpause? I forget where you do that from. Like I can unclick live chat and remove it. I'm trying to remember how you pause it. It's not, yeah.
I thought we weren't messing with all this today. I thought we were moving on, and it wasn't a big deal, and I'm so smart, and you're all so dumb, and nothing's going to stop.
How do you pause it, unpause it? I forgot where you do that from. I know I've done it. I did it like yesterday. And now for the heck of me, I can't remember where it was. Comments. Here. Oh, no. There's no such thing as pausing and unpausing live chat. Whoever told you that, it's false. That's comments. That's comments. So, like, for example, I hit pause and I save, right? That's not going to affect live chat at all. Because that's only the comments on the video after the fact. Does that make sense? So when this stream
No, in fact, none of this makes sense, like, at all.
becomes an on-demand video, you can pause comments, leave them on, leave them off. There is no actual pausing of the chat. All I can do is remove the chat and then re-add the chat, but it doesn't refresh the chat, and that's the problem. If YouTube had actually added a way to refresh its chat, then this would not be a problem at all. I could just purge the chat and start over. There's literally no way to purge chat on YouTube because it's not a chat room. It's an ongoing string of comments. Does that make sense? On
Didn't you just say you could do it with comments? And so chat is essentially comments, but you can't do... Wait. What?
on Twitch, they actually use real chat, meaning it's a chat room client through a third-party server. It's real. On YouTube, it's not. On YouTube, it's just a string of comments that looks like a chat room, but it's not. They did it insanely half-assed and bootleg because the coder said, we don't want to do any work. We just want to reuse what we've already done. So that's what they did. They reused someone else's work rather than coding their own because that would be too difficult.
Then why are you on... It sounds like YouTube sucks ass. It really sounds like you should go. It sounds like you don't like how they do anything. And since you're so much smarter, it really just sounds like you should go. Like, go to Kick full-time. That would go over well for you. Hey, why don't you go back to Twitch?
For them. I'm serious. I wish I was joking, but this is all real. Like, we just reuse the same code because that's how lazy people do it. So they did, and now the chat system's terrible on streams. It always has been because they were lazy and never made their own chat client, which they should have. So, yeah, but, no, the only thing I could do is I can completely remove and re-add the chat, but I don't think that does anything either because we tried this. Like, if I unclick live chat and I hit save, okay? Okay, so now chat's gone. Now there's no chat, okay? So now I go ahead and I add it back. but it's the same chat. You see what I mean? It's the same comment. They haven't changed. It's the same string of comments. I could do it 2 more times. It's not going to do anything. It's because, again, they were lazy. It's so dumb.
Right. Keep insulting YouTube. Surely the devs will help you faster. Right. Keep insulting whoever's doing this to you and calling them like limp dick losers and shit. Yeah, that'll work for you. Keep shitting on everybody and banning people and acting like a fucking obstinate retard. Yeah, that'll really get everyone to enjoy you and like you and want to help you.
That YouTube is a multi-billion, well, actually, Google's a $1 trillion company. I don't know if YouTube's just $1 billion or $1 trillion company, but they couldn't be bothered to actually put real chat on their stream. That was too difficult. So instead, we get this insanely broken, bootleg, nonsensical chat system that doesn't work. That's what we were left with. So, yeah, it doesn't work. I'm not.
He sounds like he's laying the groundwork to play victim and move to Kick exclusively. Wouldn't that like really fuck him though? Because I don't know who's paying him money now. It's still basically Daddy Ryan and Iron Cuck, right? He would still do fine, I think, if he went exclusively to Kick. Because no one's giving him any real serious money over on YouTube. It's all fucking Ryan and fucking Iron Cuck sock account anyway. I don't know why he isn't on Kick exclusively anyway.
I'm not going to mess with it. I appreciate you trying to help, but yeah, there is no way to actually pause, unpause, or remove. You can't do anything with the chat. It doesn't work. It's all just rumors and people who are trying to guess how to fix it, and it doesn't work.
Then why did you do it again if you knew it didn't work?
Big Juicy Turds, thank you for a $4 super chat. He says, I'm here to cross the finish line. All right, the turd has crossed the finish line. Thank you, Big JT, for $4. In fact, you're the biggest tip of the day so far.
Wow, gross.
Late count
Moving
is
on.
now at 6. Oh, you did another $2 tip. Can you count it as 6 instead of 4? I mean, I guess we can. You did just do back-to-back tips. I guess we'll count it as 6. There you go. Okay, cool. All right. What are we having for dinner tonight? I think tonight we are having Chipotle chicken tacos. I think.
You think you didn't check in with mommy before you came upstairs to stream?
Virtual Boy, I'm responding to people who are contributing. Enough of this nonsense. I thought you were going to talk about the chat. I'm responding to people who are contributing. I'm trying things actively because my audience wishes me to. I'm not talking about it.
Nobody wishes you to. Nobody said this. No one cares.
Dwelling on it. My audience is bringing it up. I'm not going to ignore my audience who's contributing, okay? Okay.
Just an excuse for me to talk about what I want to talk about.
What's the next DSP tries it? Good question. We didn't really think of anything for this week because this week is such a weird week being a short.
Darkside Rancher, that's a really good point. It kind of would mess with him. Most of his dents told him if you go to Kick solely, I'm not following, he'd find out how unpopular he really is. That's very true. There's a lot of the folks that don't necessarily give money but show up every day. Also, I think he'd lose, like ain't Jade good for that $20 a month membership and shit?
Streaming week and I'm off Wednesday and everything. That we didn't really talk about it too long. And therefore, I've said, we're just going to skip it this week. We're not doing it today. We may do one next week. What I'd like to do is obviously talk with everyone over the course of the week and try to figure out what we should do again. But, I don't,
And how many other people have like all kinds of memberships, like $5, $20 memberships that like don't even show up anymore, but they don't realize that like $5 like hits their bank. He still has people on Patreon. He still has monthly people that are giving him money on Patreon.
I haven't really thought about it, honestly. So.
Sir, are we good? Are we done? Are we moving along?
This one's called, I think it's called the lateral pull down or something. So
Oh God, no, it's gone worse. We've gone to fucking like
I did the chest, the pull downs, the crunches, and the one where you stand up and you stand with your back and you go down like this, and that's going to work out your triceps. So I did those 4 exercises last night, and it was great. Felt really good. And no, I didn't up any weights on those because I'm working to try to basically be able to do 4 sets of each at a certain number. And I can't, I basically get to the end, I'm like, oh, I'm strained, I can't finish. So I got to keep doing those until I hit that level where I can set, do it easily, and then you increase the weight.
okay, man, whatever you say.
I'll tell you this, out of all my muscles, probably my chest is my weakest muscle group. Because of all the years, I never did anything that was really chest
He still has Patreon advertised by Nightbot. Yes, he does.
exercises. Back in the day, when I was in my 20s, sure, I did bench press and stuff. Since then, I haven't. And when you think about day-to-day work and things you do, you lift things with your arms, right? You pull things. You do. What is the thing you don't usually use? Your chest. How often are you laying on your back and you need to push something off of you? Never. Right? How often are you standing and you really need to push something hard like this? Not often. So my chest is weak. I'm serious. I know my chest is probably my weakest muscle group. And that's why I'm actually doing not one, but 2 different things. I'm doing the press, and then the other day I do the butterflies. And it's 2 different chest exercises. And I'm working on that right now. It's going to take a long time. I'm doing the most weight on my chest, but it's still weak compared to like what a normal person would be like, are you benching 300, bro? Fuck no. Like not even close. I just started with the actual machine being able to do it. So, I know I'm weak in that regard. That's my weakest, for sure.
Come on, just move on, man. There's nothing else to say. There's clearly nothing else to talk about.
Jackathon, thanks for $2. He says, why are you scared to confront RTU? Scared? That's like saying, why are you so afraid to go talk to that clown? Right? The guy with the big red nose, and he has the little flower that squirts water, and he makes balloon animals. He's like, hi, kid. You're afraid to talk to him? Some people are afraid of clowns. Me, I don't waste my time on them. Because I don't need to talk to clowns. You understand? Like, they're a waste of my time as a 44-year-old adult. I don't need to waste my time on these kind of clowns and jokers. So why would I ever talk to RTU? Because there's no reason to. It serves no purpose in my life.
Yeah, it doesn't serve any purpose in my life. Here, kids, you want me to put on the cowboy hat and the vest? I'm not a clown at all. Don't you want to look at my video games? Look at my toys. Don't you want me to put on a beret? Come on, man. What are we doing? Like, seriously, what are we doing? I have next to no skip juice. Call this, man. Call this done.
Wonder what kind of reaction they thought I was going to give. I was feeling like shit for a while there, but now I feel much better. Like, I was legit feeling bad, and I would joke about, oh, I'm old or whatever. But this last year, where I completely changed my diet, I'm working out constantly, I feel much better since I lost all this weight, and I'm getting healthy and muscular. I feel better. I have more energy to do things.
Just so you guys know, this body shape right here, this scrawny ass neck here. Oh, hold on. I got to grab this because it's so dented and delicious. Such a dented face. This scrawny little neck here and these scrawny little stick arms. This is muscular. This is pinnacle, peak, sexy, like just masculine health right here. You know, this shit that makes you want to throw up. Ugh.
Like, I'm not even kidding. I used to be like, have
Oh, no, trust me. I'm not even kidding.
a hard time getting up. I tried to sit up, like, oh, my back is killing me. Now I pop right up. Like, look, I can just easily just stand up. No lie. I used to be like,
Yeah, man, you're not 84. You're 44.
trying to get up. I'd be like, oh, ooh, all my bones would crack and I'd be sore and everything.
Dude, I don't sit up and down like that. I'll be 42 in a few months. Like, what you talking about, man? You're 44. I'll be 42. I don't have to like fucking like strain myself to fucking to stand up, sir.
I'm like, oh, but now it's like easy to just move around because I'm light again. And, all my muscle groups are actually getting workout and shit. So I can actually be a normal human again. It feels
Yeah,
amazing.
right.
It does. Like, it's crazy.
Move on, man. Just move on, man. I can stand up from a chair all over again. Right. Like, you're not 90, dude. Like, you guys, he can sit down and stand up. Look out. He might be able to tie his own shoes. Like, I think the only people at this point at your age who can't stand up are the unfortunate folks that have to be in a wheelchair, man. Come on, sir. You got nothing else to talk about.
Because idiots of us, we've lost so much weight. It's crazy. Like, if you were to look at the footage from 2-3 years ago, right, when she was last on stream with me doing that Dondoko Island, and now, and you see the two, you're like, oh my God, they're different people. Like, we look completely different.
So let us see, man. Let us see that then. Hello?
I don't care what people do. I'm not doing it. I'm not putting drugs in my body to do what I can do naturally and more healthy. Like, I'm not a believer in this Ozempic stuff, in the other shit, whatever it all is, because like everything, everyone rushes because they think it's an easy, quick fix for a problem. When in reality, you can fix the problem. It's harder to do if you have discipline and hard work. The discipline of weaning things out of your diet and not buying the bad things so they're not in the house, so you're not tempted to eat them. Only buying the good things. And therefore, when you're hungry, you eat the good things, and then you get the correct levels of protein and things that you need, rather than just
You mean that mommy cooks for you and makes you a plate of?
stuffing your face
Yeah, it must be really easy to do all that when you have a full-time chef. That's cool, man.
with fat and cheese and all kinds of crap. That's hard work. And it took us a while. Like, we were still eating pasta
It's really hard to tell your wife what you want for dinner and then she does all the work. Yeah, that must be super tough.
and shit. Just up to 6-7 months ago, we were still eating all that stuff. In the last 3 months, we phased it all out. We don't eat any of the bad stuff anymore. The rarity is the once a week when we actually like go out to eat or whatever. We'll eat whatever, or if we order.
Which you know is more than once a week.
Once again, someone's trying to help me to fix the chat. What they don't realize is that I already did that, but...
No, he didn't say Chipotle. He said Chipotle chicken tacos. It just means chicken tacos. Or Chipotle, excuse me, as he says. Chipotle chicken tacos. But no, he's not going to go out and get food. He said no DSP tries it this week. I don't know why. Yeah, you're cool, man. Come on, you said like 20 minutes ago, 10 more minutes.
See, we're just continuously adding more and more symbols to the moderation so that hopefully one of these days when the chat unsticks, it will not be able to be frozen again. We'll see, because I just added more stuff to the blacklist that would be, you know, moderated and not showing up in chat, but I don't know if that's going to work or not. Okay.
Oh boy, so now we're just gonna sit here. He can't possibly be holding the game hostage at 120 bucks. It's so hard to DoorDash, you don't even know. Sometimes he has to contact support to go Karen. Oh God, it's tough making 6 figures from the Dent Foundation. Yeah, he says he's 5'11", and I think we talked about this, I think it was on the marathon, or maybe it was just yesterday. In like February, he said he was 189 pounds. And now he says he's 163.
I don't know anything about Lolcow Live's downfall. I'm not paying any attention to them. It's my guess is that this always existed. But much like a lot of things, it was just a stupid thing that someone was messing around or fucking around because they have no life. Again, no purpose in life, nothing to do. So they're just fucking around, and they just happen to figure out a certain combination of characters or whatever, and it's like, oh, look what it did, you know?
Yeah, 28 minutes ago, you said we had 10 more minutes left. So can we, like, speed this up, sir?
Yeah,
Can you go, like, take your union mandated so, like we can all fuck off and do something else?
You may not remember this. A long time ago, about a decade ago, I streamed on YouTube, but I didn't use YouTube chat.
Yeah, he just straight up ignored the fucking chat, like the people weren't even there.
Because I hated YouTube chat. I thought that the chat was garbage, so I had my own. I had my own MIRC server, and we had a website where my stream would be embedded in the website, so you would watch the stream on the site, and then below would be my own unique chat. Okay? That's how we did it. The thing is, if I did that now, there'd be no way to contribute. No one would be able to super chat, no memberships, nothing like that. So that's, you know, pretty stupid. Obviously, I don't want to do that. Well, someone just sent me a message that said block these characters and this should fix.
Oh, we're going to sit here and do more of this chat freezy stuff, I guess.
Someone sent me $5 and says, I love you, Phil, but saying that GLP-1s are an easy way out and unhealthy is incredibly ignorant. I hope you educate yourself before you say that. They are an easy way out for people who sadly are not doing the research properly and doing the work they're supposed to do, because GLP-1s are a way for someone.
Oh, now he's going to magically tell you all about this shit that he knows nothing about, that he so-called like doesn't take, and so he therefore would know nothing about.
Who maybe is grossly overweight or has a reason that they cannot make life changes through a healthy means to still achieve those life changes. But that's not how they're being used. They're being used as a get skinny quick solution. And that's bad, because what's going to happen is people did not take the time to have the discipline to have it stick. So much like when they run out and they get the surgery for the stomach band or whatever, right? Liposuction. But then they're just going to go right back to the bad habits. They haven't treated or trained themselves to not do the right thing. Excuse me. They haven't trained themselves to stop doing the wrong things, and therefore they're just going to repeat them. So it'll be a quick fix, but the second they either stop taking the drug or whatever, it's never going to stick. It's going to be an unhealthy solution to the problem. Someone took me $5 to say that. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, this is the problem with these quick fix things. It will never work. In truth, if you're going to use Ozempic or something, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to make lifestyle changes. You're supposed to have like a life coach or a dietitian or someone who you're working with
It's not a weight loss thing. It's for diabetes, you idiots.
to make sure that your diet has changed, that you're exercising regularly. And so since you're going to take all this weight off due to the drug, you're now going to keep it off. So now you're healthy forever, right? But take a look at most people who rush out to get the new fad thing. Does it stick? No, almost never. And then they revert back to how they were before. If anyone out there has been really struggling with health and weight loss,
Don't listen to anything this guy tells you.
and they've been trying for years and years, and they've been really trying to do the right things, and it just isn't working for them for whatever reason. Because there are reasons. There's people out there who have like glandular issues and things like that, diseases that it's not just, oh, I eat too much. It's actually a disease that causes you to have extra weight for no real reason of your own, right? No bad choice of your own. It's just something that happens to you medically. It sucks, right? I feel for those people. If you can get on Ozempic or another one of these GLP-1s and you have the lifestyle changes to keep it off, good for you, and I'm proud of you. That's what it's for. But the problem is, it's now a fad. It's a fad in the United States, and every doctor is prescribing it because they're seeing dollar fucking signs. Oh, look at all this money we can make selling this fucking drug. So many people are going on it. It's ridiculous. Like, you listen to the food industry, and the food industry is saying, well, now what we're doing is we're creating all of these new foods that are low
Done.
James
Be done.
says he sent me some information about doing this better, doing that better.
Didn't we just see snack pizzas like a year ago? What the fuck do you mean 2 or 3 years of diet changes? Didn't we just see a freezer full of fucking snack pizzas a year ago?
And now we have everything is low diet. You don't eat it as a meal. You eat it as a snack, as a supplement to the good diet you're already eating in between the meals. So that way your hunger satiates. You're not
Oh, now he knows everything about all this.
craving the bad thing, And now in the last year, it's been about a year now that I've been actively exercising, started with the free weights, and now moved over to the weight machine for the last, month and a half. And my goodness, the results are staggering. The results I'm getting, I mean, again, I
No.
had literally no muscle on my arm, zero muscle, nothing. And now I actually have muscles on my arm that are well defined. All the flab is completely gone. This is like a rock, rock hard.
Just so you know, when he said it's like a rock, he squished the muscle and it was like doughy. Just so you know. I'm not going to show it because that's gross, but he like squished the muscle and it was like, wah. It was gross.
It's awesome. It feels great. And now I can do things I couldn't usually do. I have more energy. It's really, really cool. And it doesn't have anything to do with drugs or anything. It's me working hard to get it. And that's why the people on the internet who hate me are so upset. Like, oh, he worked hard and got something? No, there's no way he could have done that. Oh, no. No.
I'm not saying there's no way you could do that. There is. You're not muscular, sir. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm not taking a hit at you. You're not fat. You're not like, a 400-pound like fucking creature from the Black Lagoon. Okay, no, you seem as if you're all right, but sir, you're not like some fucking Adonis sculpted out of stone, man.
Unlike many of you, I don't do easy way outs. There's no quick success schemes here. Never.
I'm not on Ozempic. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not diabetic. What's wrong with you? Not everybody is on Ozempic and I don't know, does all this shit. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Movie sign, thank you for the 5. Newsflash, Dave, you still have no muscle, you retard. Big ups on pulling DoorDash. I mean, very apt for this conversation. The DoorDash energy card. I'm pre-programmed perpetual victim. No, not necessarily. He just learned that every time he whined and cried and acted like a victim, which I think he just kind of picked up through other learned behaviors, he was just given a pat on the head and a cookie, so he learned how to do it. I don't think mommy necessarily pre-programmed that. And some assholes are just like this. It's a little bit of DNA. It's a little bit of learned behavior. It's a little bit of, like in some cases, helicopter parenting. in some completely like opposite cases, like neglect can fucking make people like narcissistic and shit. So I don't think, listen, mommy did damage, but I don't know the extent of the damage. Sir, hello, life check.
Which is another pack of cards to open later. That's amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go, man. You got your $100 and something. Very good. Oh, it still says 127. Did we not reach the 150 non-goal?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, what, man? Ugh, I don't want to sit here and just, like, listen to this fucking music, but I have, like, next to no skip juice. I feel his mother did something, but I'm not sure what, though. Yeah, his mom fucked him up in some ways.
I gotta hook up my Switch too.
Oh, we still don't have the Switch hooked up, even though we knew we were doing this today.
I used the bathroom before we start.
Is the diaper soiled? He made a really weird face when he said that, like he shit his pants. Sir, have you shat in your pantaloons? Are you in trouble?
Go.
I don't know what we're doing here. There was like a there's like a tragically painful face he made.
It's $150 to support already, which is another pack of cards to open later.
Trying to find it now. Hello?
Before we start.
Yeah, see that I have to use the bathroom, he says. And then like he makes this like face. Look at this face. Like this is like a very concerned. This is a very concerned I shit my pants face. Look at that chair moving too. Holy, this is not 1.5 either. All right, come on.
Let's see if the chat continues to work. I don't know if it's going to. It could freeze, but let's see if it continues to work. I tried.
I'm just going to turn down his music because it's just fucking dead air. Everything's fine. Everything's just still up and running, but I'm tired of every day I get a message from YouTube that my fucking videos get hit like 19 times. Every time he's silent for 5 seconds with this shitty fucking music. So trust me, it's here, listen. It's still going. I don't think I have skip juice. Nope, we're live as fuck. That super sucks. The chat being frozen only bugs him. Yeah, no, well, no hand holding, and then also the little Jesus Christ, the little colored bubbles don't pop naturally. So there's that too. Anyway, he's just gonna come back and start up the game anyway. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and call it here. I've had enough of this. This shit's so dented. I don't want to watch him like fuck with the chat over and over and over again. It's just stupid. So big ups, everybody. I appreciate you very much for hanging out with me. I'm glad that we covered all of that fucking 220 behavior. That shit was crazy. We never know what's going to happen for the rest of today, but what we'll do is we'll come back tomorrow. We'll recap. We'll see what happened. And then on Wednesday, he finally gives us a day of reprieve where we can recover. So like I say, big ups. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. As always, stay toxic, my friends.